Okay, it is time to do some summons. Not for Feixiao. I'm not here for her. She's cool and all, but I'm not interested in getting her. I am here to get copies of Kafka. It's also interesting how they have this whole screen set up. I guess so they didn't have like a million things to scroll through over here through all the different character and light cone banners. But anyway. Okay, so my pity is at 70 right now, and I'm on a 50-50, so probably going to get a 5-star on this first multi. There we go. I've been saving up a while for a Kafka rerun, and I plan on getting 2 copies of her. If I can win this first 50-50, that's going to be very helpful. Nope, I got Yancheng. Damn. I did need one more copy of Goodnight Sleep Well, so that's nice. Okay, so my pity's at 3. Okay, well, we're going to keep going. Shoot. Nothing. I got an Asta. But I still need copies of, apparently. Nothing. Hey, I got Moza. So it's 23. This is 33. No 5-star. Another Moza. 43. Nope. Another Moza. 53. Random Don Hong. 63. Another Moza. Figures when I don't care about any of the 4-stars. The game wants to give me a ton of copies of the new one. It's never when I want them, though. Luca. Oh, okay, here's a 5-star. So this is Kafka for sure. Whee. Another Asta. And there's a Kafka. Okay. And I am gonna keep going. I really hope I can get an early 5-star or win my 50-50 on this next one. Ooh, another Moza. Okay, nothing. I haven't been counting how many summons I did. This is like 40 or something. Another Asta. I'm still getting Eidolons for her? Yeah, I thought she was like E6 or D5. Apparently not. Yeah, okay, I have no idea how many summons I'm at. Okay, there's a 5-star. Can I win this 50-50? Please win this one. I need to save as many summons as I can for Link Shah after this. Another Moza. Am I going to have this guy at E6? Ah, thank gosh. Okay, I won one of my 50-50s. That's good. That means I can get Ling Shah. Excellent. Okay, I'm also going to drop maybe like 2 multis to see if I can get lucky on a light cone. Nope. A Ting Yun? Random Ting Yun. Okay, I didn't need either of those. No, nothing. Okay. Don't need those light cones either. Asta. Oh, my Asta is E3. Well, now she's at 6.
Every star is a miracle. Every star is a miracle.
Luca. Got 2 copies of it, so he's E6.
Nice. Let's go.
And I got Moza. How many of you do I have? That's 6. I actually got 7 copies of this guy. Oh my gosh.
Every shadow on the Yao Qing could be me. Every shadow on the Yao Qing could be.
Yeah, figures I'd get 7 copies of a new character when it was one I didn't care about getting. Okay, I can do one more on their light cone. No luck. Oh, Gwyneth. You know what? I think I can keep going on this. So I'm going to do it. Another 2. Yeah, that's some of the 52. Still nothing. Getting tons of those light cones. I think at this point I'm just going all in on it, but freaking light cone. I think I'm close to soft pity. Any moment now. Come on. Still not? Where the hell's my pity? Oh, there it is. Now, if I lose this 75, I'm definitely not doing any more summons. Agility? Nice. Alright, let's continue the story quest here. Head to Starsky's Haven and search for Yanqing. The shackling prison has fallen and a pack of wolves has broken free. This startling development has upset everyone's plans before the war dance ceremony could even commence. While the Xianzhou alleyways seem as calm and peaceful as ever, wolves capable of shapeshifting have already hidden themselves in the crowd. After escaping from the shackling prison in one piece, you find Yanqing, who is anxiously pacing about. Hello, Yanqing.
Come on in.
Seen any monsters lately?
I heard you and Mr. Dan Heng went to meet the judges, and then a riot broke out in the shackling prison. I was so worried about you. Thank goodness you both made it out safe.
The tourists over there are talking about you.
Yeah, I heard them too. But I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint them. I've already reported to General Jing Yuan that I'll give up my role as the ringmaster.
Not going to defend the ring?
The security of the Luofu is more important to me than anything else. I need to fulfill my duties as a Cloud Knight Lieutenant before taking on the honor of being a ringmaster. Those tourists just want to see some good sword fights. Anyone can participate in this kind of tournament. Doesn't have to be me. The real challenge lies beyond the ring on the Skysplitter. If we don't capture the fugitives soon, Hoolay will wreak havoc.
Is Hoolay also
Obviously,
shape-shifting?
There's someone behind the scenes orchestrating this prison break, intending to spread chaos. If we fail to thwart their evil plan, what honor will be left for us to uphold?
Because he seemed very much against the
Well
idea.
said. You may be tiny in stature,
Oh,
but your
Feixiao.
ambition matches that of the Yao Qing's warriors.
Where's your tail, by the way?
Hey,
I haven't forgotten.
This has nothing to do with my height.
Oh, that reminds me. I never watched her trailers. I'll probably wait for a good opportunity and go do that. What brings you here, General?
Yes, I suggested to Yanqing that we find a place to have a decent meal. A hunter must be well fed before the hunt.
You still have a good appetite, even in the face of disaster. You truly are the Merlin's Claw. Please finish the food quickly so we can get to work, General Feixiao.
Well, that's not up to me. Dig in. I called you here so you could enjoy the food.
Me? This isn't the time for a leisurely meal, and this is way too much for me.
You can have the one that has one bun.
Oh. You'd give me time to enjoy a meal, but not yourself? Ever since you encountered those Borison spies, you've been so busy that you've hardly eaten anything. You can't defeat Hoolay on an empty stomach. Take your time. Enjoy the meal.
Can you
and calm
defeat
yourself.
Hoolay at all?
Hulay's whereabouts are still unknown, and they've even taken Mr. Xianzhou hostage. The longer we wait, the more complicated the situation becomes.
Xianzhou always said I'm the most impatient person among the Cloud Knights, and I can't argue with that. So, there's no reason for you to be more anxious than me. I've fought against Borison abominations for years, and I know their ferocity and cunning well. The Borison were clearly well prepared for this prison break, and now they are staying in the shadows. They have no reason to rush out into the open. When facing cunning and ferocious prey, the hunter must be more patient, biding their time to seize the golden chance for a decisive blow. Once Hoolay loses his patience and reveals himself, that's when we'll strike.
Can they disguise themselves as Feixiao?
When will that time come?
Like I said, it's only one meal away.
After the shackling prison break in the seat of divine foresight.
General Hua Yan, the Skyfaring Commission has finished its preparations. Do you have any other instructions?
Representing the consensus between the Merlin's Claw and the Divine Foresight, I'll step in as the temporary commanding officer of the seat of Divine Foresight and oversee the Six Commission's affairs on the Luofu.
What is the situation at the shackling prison?
Hoolay made a quick escape and even sealed the gates of the prison. As of now, the Cloud Knights have re-established contact with the staff inside. The good news is the two nameless who were trapped in the shackling prison are safe and sound.
I know I shouldn't use the word great given the current situation, but I'm relieved that she and Don Hung are safe.
We've lost contact with one of the messengers from the Xianzhou Luofu. The Borison have likely taken him hostage. Don't worry, Yuko. Feixiao is leading the wolf hunt operation, and you know how capable she is.
I have no doubt about General Feixiao's capabilities, General Hua Yan. I'm more concerned about the Wardens. According to the plan, the ceremony will begin in 6 hours. The Skysplitter will be activated.
What if the Borison just wanted to be part of the war
All visitors will board the
dance?
ship to watch the contest. But now, with Hoolay's whereabouts unknown, everything is filled with uncertainty.
Should the war dance really be held as scheduled?
March is right, Grandpa. I heard the escaped prisoner from the shackling prison is beyond formidable. In case anything goes wrong.
So, Yun Li, what do you think we should do?
Melt swords.
Well, I believe we should declare martial law and allocate manpower to search for the escaped prisoners. And as for the war dance, it's better to announce an indefinite delay for now.
Your plan sounds solid, but unfortunately, solid plans rarely get a chance to be implemented. I believe there are at least 2 parties who won't accept your approach.
Which 2 parties? Well, Jingyuan's probably one of them.
The first are the many travelers who have come all the way here for the war dance. If we declare martial law now, it's like declaring that the Luofu isn't safe. How do you think the outsiders would react? They'd be terrified, and chaos might ensue. The second party is the staff of the Xianzhou Luofu's 6 commissions. They've invested a lot of resources and manpower into organizing the war dance. Suddenly suspending it indefinitely would create numerous challenges for them. But of course, not everyone disagrees with your idea.
Really?
The master.
What if we can't even hold the war dance because there's Borison running around?
Presumably. Hoolay's escape and your discovery of Borison's spies at Stargazer Navalia. Even a child could guess that these events were orchestrated. The fugitive is just one piece in the game. The one controlling the pieces wants to spread chaos and suspicion among the people on the Luofu. If we declare martial law and postpone the war dance, we'll fall into their trap and instill fear in people even before Hoolay actually does anything.
So what do we do?
We'll search for the prisoners while maintaining order on the Luofu, acting as if nothing has happened.
As if nothing has happened? Yanqing said he'd assist the generals, and now he's nowhere to be found.
I mean, he's with one of the
With
generals.
host ringmaster gone, how are we supposed to act like nothing has happened?
That's why I called the two of you here.
Are you suggesting I take Yanqing's place as ringmaster? This is March talking, right? Are you suggesting that Yun Li takes his place as ringmaster? Are you planning to take the role yourself, General Hua Yan?
Of course, I'll do my part, but not on the Skysplitter.
General Hua Yan, are you asking me to take Yanqing's place as the ringmaster?
You caught on quickly, Miss March. That's exactly what I mean.
Time for March to fight some people.
This March is a guest invited by General Jing Yuan, Grandpa. How can an outsider represent the Luofu in the ring? It will make the Xianzhou Luofu a laughingstock.
Dear child, the nameless of the Astral Express are renowned throughout the cosmos. It's an honor to have them participate in the ceremony. Plus,
sure.
Miss March is a disciple of the little Cloud Knight Lieutenant. How can she be regarded as an outsider?
A disciple for like, what, a week?
We can't afford to have any problems during the war dance. I'm entrusting you not only with the honor of the ring, but also with the security of the Skysplitter. Yukong, please explain to them the rest of the arrangements.
Ling Sha. 3 dual hours before the war dance convenes in the Shackling prison. Another meeting with
I am
Tanya.
sorry for our improper management, and I truly appreciate your assistance, General.
There is no need to apologize. We Cloud Knights fight on the battlefield while you judges punish the criminals. We are two sides of the same Xianzhou Luofu, and it is my honor to serve the Ten Lords' commission. I've grasped the situation of the prison break. Now tell me more about the current state of the Shackling prison.
Borison infiltrated the prison in disguise and released the prisoners, spreading chaos. Among the judges on duty in the 4 divisions, Judge Shui from the detention division was killed and is temporarily unavailable. So,
What a weird thing to
I'm
say.
taking over her duties and commanding a room
Killed, but, you know, just temporarily unavailable.
to quickly restore order in the affected areas.
I and the two behind me will go deeper into the prison to investigate.
But, General, the situation inside is still chaotic and perilous. Your presence would be...
It's common for Cloud Knight generals to face danger directly. Hoolay has escaped, and the Yaoqing envoy is being held hostage by the Borison. His fate is unknown. This is a grave matter. Not only did the Merlin's Claw offer no reproach, she decided to go after Hoolay herself to prevent further calamity. I believe the Luofu owes her something in return for her fervent determination. How did the infiltrators learn about the location where Hoolay was held? And how did they time their plan just before the Yaoqing messengers were ready to escort him? Finding the answer to these questions shouldn't be too difficult. What truly matters is if we can gather the clues that lead us to the mastermind behind all of this.
I understand.
It's
It
Ventilia
won't be an
again.
easy task.
For a long time, This hidden force has been pursuing their own goals and undermining the security of the Luofu. Backing down now will only encourage them to further endanger the peace here.
Dude, I swear, if Antilia shows up again disguised as someone else, breaks their neck too.
The Ten Lords Commission will support your decision with everything we have, General.
Dan Heng and Ling Sha. I'll need both of you to accompany me on this challenging journey.
Well, it's part of my responsibilities as the Cauldron Master. So, where would you like to start, General?
Let's start with those Borisin disguised as Foxians.
My people have already prepared the evidence.
Huh? Hey, I'm Ling Sha. Soon, you will be a permanent addition. And by soon, I mean in 3 weeks. Those seem like they go pretty far. What's this do?
Incense ascends, entwined with ethereal clouds.
Okay.
According to Lieutenant Yanqing's report, he stumbled upon a few suspicious Foxians at Stargazer Navalia. After following them, he discovered that they were actually Borisin in disguise. This is one of the bodies.
Looking at him now, it's hard to imagine how he transformed into a Foxian.
Yeah, how they doing that?
My alchemists detected some complex ingredients in his remains, which might explain how these Borisin were able to disguise themselves as Foxians. Simply put, Foxians and Borisin share a common ancestry. Although they look completely different now, there isn't much genetic difference between them. This medicine allows Borisin
Does
to
that mean...
temporarily change
You know what?
their
Never mind,
shape
I'm not going to
into
say that.
of Foxians.
So, in other words, if they stop taking the medicine, their true form will soon be revealed?
Interesting. Borisin have fast metabolism, so the effects of medicines don't last long.
Indeed. This means that these Borisin have a steady supply of the medicine within the Luofu. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus. Looks like the Alchemy Commission is involved once again.
Those darn alchemists.
When I was sorting through the prescriptions they use, I came across one called Semblance Reversion Essence. It's designed to help those disciples suppress signs of their Mara-struck forms and maintain their normal appearance. When I compared it to the medicine found in the Borisin's body...
They're one and the same, aren't they?
The medicinal properties and ingredients may differ, but the principle remains the same.
Since ancient times, the Borisin have always sought to have more powerful bodies, regarding the Foxians as weaklings. Yet, in order to save their warhead, they were willing to disguise themselves as Foxians. Their determination is quite remarkable.
Why is Ling Sha staring straight at the camera right now?
If these infiltrators rely on the medicine to maintain their disguise, then following this lead in our investigation seems prudent. Please follow me.
Okay. Break. Hello. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna check this person over here. Prison guard is collapsed on the ground, her body twisted unnaturally. Examine the remains of the warden.
Incredible strength. The attacker shattered this warden's bones with a single blow.
Well, that's rough.
Such brute strength is not something an ordinary Borisin possesses. This is likely the work of Hoolay.
If I may be so bold to ask, is this Borisin truly that formidable?
I
Apparently.
lived a bit longer and engaged in a few more battles than you, Miss Ling Sha. To the Alliance, Borisin have always been the most formidable adversaries. And Hoolay is a monster feared even among his own kind. With his strength, Hoolay united numerous Borisin packs, forming a grand army of abominations of abundance. They constantly push the Alliance's armies into perilous positions. over 7 centuries ago, I followed my mentor on a campaign against the abominations. And I personally witnessed the devastation on the battlefield after Hoolay appeared.
Did he break any of your
Even
bones?
with medicinal pellets that suppress the fear caused by his lupitoxin, countless Cloud Knights succumbed to panic in the face of his murderous aura. They couldn't even raise a hand in resistance. If the former sword champion hadn't immobilized Hoolay with her frost blade, the outcome of that fateful battle could have been very different. By the end of the battle, only a few of us remained. The crimson moon cast the sheen of blood on all. Everything I saw was painted dark red.
If that's the case, why wasn't the beast executed instead of being imprisoned?
I think they tried.
On the Xianzhou Juming, the
Well, I'm
judges
not sure
cast
they
those
tried hard enough.
unforgivable and nearly immortal abominations of abundance into the eternal flames of the stars, reducing them to ashes.
Oh yeah, just throw him into a star.
Their so-called immortality is just a facade. I mean, nothing can truly defy death, can it? I just don't understand why the Luofu kept this tumor for so long.
Yeah, just lock
And
him
the
up on
terrible
in some little
situation they're
ship,
facing now.
set it on autopilot into a
But
star.
I guess
Problem
I
solved.
understand. The people of the Luofu are known for their kindness. Even when faced with the malignant tumor within the Alchemy Commission, they couldn't bring themselves to cut it out. Instead, they exiled the healer, who tried to solve the problem, to the Xianzhou Juming.
I understand if you hold grudges against me, Miss Lingshaw. I take the blame for the resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. As for why Hoolay was only in prison, I can shed some light on that too.
I'm just a healer. I'm not familiar with the past. I'd appreciate it if you could enlighten me, General.
All right. Let
Yes,
me
tell
tell
us
you
more.
more about it as we go.
Ooh, can I preview Linkshaw? But she is so freaking beautiful. Yeah, it's skill.
Both body and mind.
Okay, we can
Be
open
pure.
it. Alright, Linkshaw
The
Ultimate.
truth burns clear as a flame. Everything in this world is merely fleeting.
She's so fucking pretty. A prisoner's on the ground. The joy of regaining freedom and sudden shock. These two expressions are frozen on his pale face at the moment of death.
Someone bit open his arteries,
Ooh.
drained almost all of his blood while he was still alive.
Should have stayed in his cell.
Such a cruel and ruthless act.
Despite being a long-lived species, Borsen are actually more like predatory beasts that must feed on raw blood and flesh. I've heard that Hoolay was deprived of food and water in the shackling prison. It's
Yeah,
hard
for a
to
long-
imagine
for a
how
long
he managed
time.
to suppress his hunger for over 7 centuries. Will the hostage from the Yaoqing be able to avoid being his meal?
Such is the terrible nature of the abominations of abundance. We subjected him to the forest of swords to drain his life force. But in the end, his punishment turned into a test of our patience. Just like you said, Miss Lingshaw. Casting a creature that can't be killed into a star would be a way to permanently get rid of it. But unfortunately...
The
But what?
Phyxians didn't agree to that.
Exactly. The atrocities
Why would
committed
they
by
not?
Hoolay went beyond mere massacres. Throughout numerous wars, we made every effort to eradicate the Borsen. But Hoolay, with his mysterious sorcery, turned countless Phyxians into his pawns. And so the Borsen kept returning. The Phyxians curse his name day and night, and they even use it to scare children into staying quiet. How could they grant a swift death to such a great sinner?
Sounds
I
like they were
wonder if
being
you know
stupid.
why Hoolay wasn't taken into custody by the Phyxian majority Xianzhou Yaoqing, but instead imprisoned in the Xianzhou Luofu, Miss Lingshaw.
As you mentioned, your mentor was an exceptional warrior and was the one who defeated Hoolay, an extraordinary achievement. Therefore, the Marshal placed this feral beast under the jurisdiction of the Xianzhou Luofu as an honor, I assume?
It seems you have a major misunderstanding about this arrangement, Miss Linshaw. Allow me to explain it to you.
In the next cutscene, wolf-shaped mech disintegrates into a pile of metal.
Yan Qing told me that an IPC ship was attacked by
It doesn't look like it did that.
Is this what they were transporting on the ship?
Biometric weapon that will auto-restart even after being turned off.
Yes. The Artisanship Commission and Alchemy Commission conducted a joint examination and found that the parts of this machine are made from specially refined Borisin biotissue. I heard the Intelligentsia Guild has been researching the biological properties of long-life species, hoping to make medical or combat-related discoveries. However, they haven't dared to cross any lines due to their so-called relationship with the Alliance.
Perhaps to those scholars, Borisin are no different from lab animals. Maybe the Borisin attacked that ship to retaliate against the Intelligentsia Guild for experimenting on them?
No. If it were only about revenge, they could just wreck the ship and destroy all the cargo, instead of allowing it to end up in the shackling prison. It was a deliberate display to showcase the dangerous nature of the cargo in broad daylight. This way, the cargo would end up in the shackling prison, serving as a tool for the prison break.
This skill in exploiting the blind spots of others' mindsets is so atypical of them. I'm afraid the IPC and the Intelligentsia Guild unknowingly became their accomplices.
Something seems to be hiding in the pile of metal on the ground, ready to move. Quick, kill it with fire.
Watch out! This thing is still alive! Regenerate even after suffering such severe attacks?
Their imitation of long-life species has crossed the line.
Some value, I suppose.
Oh. Detecting damage. I didn't realize they had a voice. The giant machine goes silent again, like a wounded beast drained of blood. It can no longer move, until it decides to start up again.
You haven't answered my question about why Hoolay was imprisoned in the Luofu instead of the Yaoqing, General.
Yes, we're still wasting time.
You've
Is
been
he
reserved in
gonna
your response.
freaking get to the point already?
Could it be that such an arrangement wasn't an honor?
The reason why the Marshal didn't leave Hoolay on the Yaoqing lies in the very mech in front of us.
Are you suggesting that there are people trying to understand Hoolay's secrets and use them for their own purposes? Just like with this mech? Well, I understand. I've heard that the Foxians on the Yaoqing share a bloodline with the Borisin. And just like the Borisin, some of the Foxians there experience an uncontrollable insanity called moon rage.
Oh.
The Marshal believed that
Foxians
this
can have
was
that too?
inhumane and no different from what the Borisin did. So...
Exactly. While Borisin see moon rage as a blessing that unlocks their true potential, Foxians see it as an inevitable curse within their bloodline. Countless healers of the Yaoqing have attempted to unravel this mystery, but to no avail. Why can Borisin control the power of moon rage? Can we Foxians break free from this curse? These questions were asked frequently. Each questioner had good intentions. But the road to catastrophe is paved with good intentions. To the Foxians of the Yaoqing, Hoolay was not only the warhead of the Borisin, but also a monster that could be the subject of much research. Hoolay thus became a poison that corrupted people's minds without their knowing.
Yeah, they definitely should have just flew him into a star.
That's why the Marshal decided to imprison Hoolay and the Luofu. It wasn't an honor, but rather a warning.
Because such selfish pursuits in the name of good intentions once led to a tragedy on the Luofu that served as a warning to future generations.
The sedition of Imbibitor Lunae. By
about
imprisoning
that.
Hoolay and the Xianzhou Luofu, the Marshal both suppressed the dangerous intentions of the Yaoqing Foxians and warned the Xianzhou Luofu to refrain from repeating its mistake.
That was a necessary trade-off. The Xianzhou alliance is not solely about the Xianzhou natives. Only when all three races, Foxian, Vidyadhara, and Xianzhou natives, form an alliance, will there be a promising future for all.
Thank you for enlightening me. Was it for the same reason that you traded off my mentor to the Xianzhou Zhuming, only to stand idle and allow the resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus?
You said that I couldn't bear to cut out the malignant tumor within the Alchemy Commission, but instead exiled the healer who tried to solve the problem to the Xianzhou Zhuming. But did your mentor tell you her good intentions led her to perform certain healing arts on Dun Hung, who had just finished his hatching rebirth, so that he would regain the memories of his past life?
What did you just say?
Extra lore.
She believed that restoring the High Elder's knowledge of his past life would allow the Vidyadhara to resume their duty as the guardians of the Ambrosial Arbor, quelling the strife within their clan and bringing everything back on the right path. But just as I mentioned earlier,
Is this why the High Elder
the
power
road to
split?
catastrophe is always paved with good intentions. Since then, the 6 charioteers decided that the Alchemy Commission would no longer have a cauldron master. Until your arrival now.
If that's the case, I should thank you for protecting my mentor by exiling her, General.
Quite the contrary. I should be the one thanking you.
Thanking me.
All I ever want is to have a clear conscience. However, can long-life species truly achieve that goal in their long-drawn lives? For example, you were implicated along with your mentor and forced to leave your homeland without knowing the truth. And now, with the complicated situation in the Alchemy Commission, the Alliance has spared me a lot of trouble by sending you to handle this challenging task. Shouldn't I be thanking you instead?
Your eloquence is indeed impressive, the divine foresight. You won't even leave me any excuses to hold a grudge against you. But let me make it clear. The Alliance sent me here to handle the business impartially, not to choose sides.
It doesn't matter which side you choose, Miss Lingshaw. At the end of the day, both you and I stand on the side of the Alliance, don't we?
I would hope so.
Let's keep going.
Okay, I took a quick break to go watch the Feixiao trailers, and 3 things stood out to me. Number 1, she can zoom. Dude, she be zooming everywhere. Number 2, it seems like she is one of the Foxians that has the moon rage that they talked about. I'm actually kind of glad I watched those trailers after starting the story, because I wouldn't have gotten the whole moon rage thing, because I didn't have the context that Foxians also have like this moon rage that the Borisin do. That some Foxians have it, right? So she's one of them that does. And the third thing, and also the most important thing, it seems like she just never had a tail. What the hell's up with her tail? Why does she have no tail? Anyways, what's going on here? Mess of bodies. A fierce battle must have been fought here. Is Zhui Yi's body still laying around? Examine the Mara-struck remains.
These Mara-struck soldiers don't appear to be escaped prisoners.
How can you tell?
These soldiers are fully armed. Obviously, they didn't hastily join the battle.
The messenger named Morza did say that there were two groups of attackers. And the other attackers, aside from the Borison, could hide their tracks. I believe he was referring to these people.
Hide their tracks.
Exactly. I've engaged with these attackers before, and they used cloud hymn magic to hide their presence.
Oh, that shenanigan?
Without careful observation, no one can detect them.
You once warned me to be cautious of the Vidyadhara Elder's influence within the Alchemy Commission. Could it be?
What's on your mind, Miss Lingshaw?
Well, it seems that someone provided the attackers with a map of the shackling prison. And considering the Vidyadhara's involvement in the prison's construction, it raises suspicion about their role in this. Additionally, the fact that the Borison need medicine to disguise themselves would suggest that there are still moles within the Alchemy Commission assisting them covertly. Moreover, forging official identities for the undercover Borison would require someone with significant authority. And the presence of assassins capable of using cloud hymn magic deepens my suspicion about the Preceptors. But why would the Vidyadhara collude with the Borison and aid in Hoolay's escape?
Man, I really hope that this person, that's this like high-ranking person that's assisting the Borison, is going to turn out to be a character that's at least somewhat interesting and not just generic NPC number 1000.
They aim to spread chaos. They believe that only in chaos can they regain their former power and influence. Since this edition of Imbibe de Lune, the once proud dragon race has been powerless, watching their influence wane. Being a native of the Luofu, Miss Lingsha, I believe you understand the implications.
However, I don't think the Preceptors are the true masterminds. If I'm not mistaken, the one behind all this treachery is the Lord Ravager, who exploited the weaknesses within the Luofu and instigated the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, ultimately leading to the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection. Fantilia.
Yeah, oh my god, it better not just be Fantilia again. That would be the stupidest thing. Especially if she just possessed another person and masqueraded as them, and then when we confront her, she just breaks her neck.
Please remember, General, that everything I've mentioned is mere speculation. We need concrete evidence for a public trial. If you want to interrogate someone within the Vidyadhara's ranks, you'll need irrefutable proof.
So, what's your plan, Miss Ling?
I like how we just didn't even look at her while she was talking.
I'll send an
What the heck was that?
invitation to the Preceptors.
An invitation?
The Preceptors have been inviting me for a personal meeting since my arrival on the Luofu. Now, I'll send them the remains of these Mara-struck soldiers and the route map I found in the prisoner's possession. Then, I'll ask them to meet me at Scale Gorge Waterscape. I'd like to hear their explanations.
Good
Interesting.
idea. If I were to take action, it might alert the true mastermind. I trust you to handle this matter, Miss Lingshaw. The internal affairs
like
of
she's
the
almost just,
Vidyadhara
like, setting
should
herself
remain
up.
under their jurisdiction.
Just, like,
And don't worry if things don't go smoothly. Once the wolf hunt operation is over, the hidden truths will come to light.
so she's saying she'll essentially send them this, like, evidence. It's like, this is why I think you're a bad guy. Let's go meet up here. I feel like she's just setting herself up so that if these people really are the masterminds, of course they'll just set up a trap for her at the meeting location. But, like, I mean, maybe that's what she wants. Because if they set a trap for her, that's like, they're just admitting their guilt. She's probably confident she can get out of whatever it is.
Speaking of the wolf hunt operation, I'm truly worried about the Yaoqing messenger who was taken hostage. Hoolay was starving in the
he'll be
shackling
fine.
prison for centuries. I don't know if the messenger can survive in that wolf's clutches. May Rainbow's blessing keep him safe.
Oh, speaking of the hostage, 2 dual hours before the war dance convenes. What is a dual hour, by the way?
If there's a fussy child who refuses to eat green peppers, what's the best way to make him eat them?
Stuff the kid's
Stick them in his
mouth with
nose.
green peppers and cook him alive in a pot.
I mean, I don't think that really works.
You have quite the sense of humor. I've heard that you, Borisin, have lost many of your taste buds during the self-modification process. So you can't experience
What's going on with his outfit, by the way? Like,
flavors.
this just looks
Only
weird right
the
here.
saltiness of blood and flesh truly awakens your appetite.
It's a shame I don't have any green peppers right now. Otherwise, I'd happily stuff them into your mouth and cook you alive in a pot.
I don't think you need the green peppers for
Just
that.
kidding. The answer is quite simple. Chop up the peppers and mix them with minced meat to make meatballs. This way, the flavor of the meat overpowers the taste of the peppers. And even a fussy child can enjoy them.
Can I just boil your tongue in this hot pot? I know you're trying to buy time until someone comes to your rescue. You said
then
that
do something.
Jing Liu recently returned to the Luofu, right? Well, she did come back. But unfortunately, I also found out that she committed serious crimes and was escorted to another Xianzhou ship. Do you really think you can delay our departure by provoking
Is that true? Did she go to another
Hulay's
ship?
desire for revenge with your clever little tongue?
That'd be a shame. I was hoping to see a confrontation
You see
between the two.
Borisin as savages who know nothing about the Xianzhou. But in fact, we know all about your tracking tricks. Like the jade abacus you're carrying, and the side cranes in the sky. The more
If you know all
hope
about all
hold
this
in
stuff,
your
why aren't you
heart,
doing anything?
the greater your pain will be when death comes. I wonder if you can maintain your composure when I tear your throat open.
His composure is only a temporary effect of the medicine. And it will wear off soon, right?
Is this Hoolay?
Lord Hoolay.
It is.
Oh, you pathetic
So this is him disguised as a
Foxians.
Foxian?
For thousands of years, we were the ones who allowed you to live, and who granted you civilization. But in the end, you chose to betray us for the freedom promised by the Xianzhou people. But it's all right. As long as you catch the scent of your masters, you obediently return to us. No matter how far you run away.
Let's just call him a runaway. Let's piss him off.
Run away, you said? Well, I'm not the one who's trying to run away right now. The Borisin's era has long passed. Did they ever tell you these harsh facts before giving you hope for returning home, Lord Hoolay? Now they're being crushed by the Merlin's claw of the Yaoqing, by a Foxian.
Who doesn't have a
They're
tail, by the
hiding
way?
in remote corners of the cosmos, trembling with fear.
I don't know why that matters, but I always gotta bring it up.
Reaching out desperately for any fake hope of salvation, which in this case is you.
The Merlin's claw of the Yaoqing. A Foxian? Very interesting.
Does he want to fight?
Mock talk. Is he speaking the truth?
He isn't lying. That lowly beast was a war slave who ran away from our pack. Cannon fodder, a thief. She stole our power and used her knowledge about us to fight us, using every dirty trick in the book.
And she bested you, Mock Talk. Fairness is but a pathetic excuse for the dead and defeated. Since our great pack has fallen apart, Who told you that I was alive? And who sent you here?
In our darkest hours, it was a prophet of the Master of Immortality, named Mangus.
Mangus?
Showed us the way. Her guidance brought us hope.
Not the mangas. Since when did manga become sentient and start telling people about imprisoned wolf monsters? Oh, sorry to all the manga fans out there. We're gonna have to burn all of the manga, for they have become evil.
This prophet, Mangus, what does she want?
The prophet made this proclamation. The Borison have been divided for too long, and only your return can unite all the packs, restoring us to our former glory. That's when we learned that you were still alive. It must have been a manifestation of the Master of Immortality. And the
Sure.
prophet told us that the Foxian general of the Yao Qing would take you to her ship during the Luofu's war dance, and that it would be our best chance to infiltrate and free you from your prison. And just as she said, we did it.
Let's just point out their plan has not yet succeeded.
Even if you managed to set Hoolay free, you'd have no way to escape.
Oh, we finally get a zoom out of him.
Prepared our ships, and the prophet's prediction will surely come true.
Is he like the most buff character
Once the
in
news
this
about the
game?
prison break spreads, the Cloud Knights will close all the ports. You may think you've escaped the prison, but you're just trapped in another cage, known as the Luofu.
Let me kill this unruly, lowly beast, Lord Hoolay. I assure you that our star skiffs will soon arrive. Right now, everyone in the Luofu is distracted by the stupid war dance, so this will be the perfect chance to escape. Once you've returned to your territory, your revenge against the Xianzhou ships will be within reach.
Perfect chance to return to my weak and shattered pack at the mercy of a ridiculous false prophet and become a mere puppet in her clutches. Her plan is full of flaws. The only paths she has prepared for you are escape and death. Listen up. A wolf never allows itself to become prey. From now on, you'll follow my orders.
I mean, hasn't he been doing that?
Since you are so confident that the Cloud Knights will close the ports, Xianzhou, I'm now giving you a chance to go and see it for yourself. Go to the ports, come back, and tell me what you saw.
Wait, what did you just say?
Can't he just leave if he does that?
Lord!
Would an alpha wolf ever listen to a cub mock talk?
No, I've never heard anything like that. I wasn't trying to defy your will. I will always unquestioningly follow your orders.
Why don't you send your people?
I'm offering you a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Don't you want to run away, Xianzhou?
Surprised he used his name.
You will come back. Because Foxians like you always obediently return to their masters, no matter how far they run away.
Okay. This is weird. This is the same spot where we had to freaking write that message 1,000 times to join the disciples. Skysplitter is just an ordinary, hardworking individual who ferries people from place to place every day. Understand, if you thoughtless ask him for aid, you will reap severe repercussions regardless of the outcome is a success or failure. Remember, be mindful of your words and actions.
Would you like to board my star skiff?
You keenly notice that the Foxian passengers near the Skysplitter are looking you up and down. Yes, but we have several passengers.
Well, my little star skiff can't accommodate that many. But I have a larger one that will arrive in less than 15 minutes if you need it. So, Where would you like to go? We need to hurry, wherever we're going. The war dance is about to start, and the Skyfaring Commission is prioritizing star skiffs heading to the Skysplitter.
How's this one red? Can we keep this quiet? I don't know, let's pick the red option for fun.
Keep what quiet? Come on, spill it if you have something to say.
Just give me a ride out of here.
You want to leave alone now? Sure, the starting fare is 6 strails. Where do you want to go?
You were searched by the Borson and now you have no money on you.
Hey, you can't take my star skiff for free.
What?
Maybe you should withdraw some money first.
It means before this, not now. Realm Keeping Commission orderly is not accustomed to handling emergencies like this one. Understand that we thought it has some reap severities, replica, blah blah blah. Pick the red option.
Sorry, but the Realm Keeping Commission Chancery is currently closed. All the officers and officials have been reassigned to assist in the war dance.
You can sense someone staring at you from not far away.
If
I need your help.
Help you.
Borson are hiding nearby.
Borison? Here? Are you serious?
These Borison are disguised as Foxians. Please warn the Cloud Knights immediately.
Will you please wait here for a while? I'll find a soldier.
Cloud Knight soldier on duty here is alone without reinforcements. Understand that if you pick the red option, something bad will happen.
I noticed you'd been looking at me for quite a while. Do you need my help?
Yes, I would like to speak in red text to you. You can sense someone is staring at you from not far away. I need your help.
Could you please provide more details?
Borson are hiding nearby.
What? Are you sure about that? Wait. I recognize you. You're the lost Yaoqing messenger. How are you here?
I was brought here by the Borison. Please make sure to report this news.
All right. I'll call for reinforcements.
There. What's the worst that could happen? Just pick all the red options.
Stop asking. I'm off duty now. Go bother someone else.
You sniff a familiar scent on the Foxian pilot. What if the warhead wants to leave?
You're not one of us, but I smell a familiar scent on you.
The warhead sent me here to check on the situation.
The Cloud Knights close the ports?
No, not at all. Instead, the Skyfaring Commission is clearing routes to prioritize star skiffs heading to the Skysplitter. This will make our ships more noticeable when we try to escape.
The ports haven't been
sounds
closed.
Great.
What is going on?
Did I just take this star skiff and leave? Cannot proceed in the current state. Alright, I'm back.
You're back, Xianzhou.
Hello.
Come and take a good look. Who are these people?
All the people I talked to?
This Cloud Knight says there's official business that requires my cooperation.
What are you trying to do, Moktok?
What are you trying to do, Moktok? They have nothing to do with this.
Nothing to do? I told you to go to the port and check out the situation. But I never gave you permission to talk with others.
I don't think he told me not to either, did he?
Remember, these people died because of you.
How did they even get them here? This makes no sense. Sickening crack of bones echoed through the small courtyard. There was no scream, not even a sound of a struggle. Okay. Well, you're telling me he killed all 3 of them simultaneously?
You want to prove to me that you hold everyone's
This makes no
lives in your
sense.
hands, right, Hoolay?
Oh, exactly as you said. So, have the Cloud Knights closed the ports?
No.
They don't want to publicize my escape. I understand. It's no surprise, for fear is more deadly than claws and fangs. Especially during a festive time like the war dance. There's no escape from me, Xianzhou.
I mean, there would have been if I wasn't quest locked here.
You can try your luck and believe that your wits will save you. But remember, you're not the only hostage in this city. If you try anything funny, innocent people will die because of you. Now,
Well, you tell me they weren't going to kill people anyways?
In general you serve. Moktok says she's here for me, which means she'll be hunting me herself. Before the hunt begins, I need to know my opponent. You can refuse and play tough, or you can cooperate and save us both some time, healer.
Yeah, can we just give him a finger while we're at it? Tall man stretches out a finger and touches your shoulder blade with a movement so fast it's not visible. As if a dagger's cut away a piece of flesh, and the pain pierces down to the bone, you can barely stand. Apparently he gave me a finger.
Good.
It's not the
you didn't try
same
to
kind of finger I was talking about.
Scream. That way no one will die in vain. But remember, the next time you refuse me, I'll crush your healing hands, then your knees, then your spine. I'll dismantle you piece by piece, until only your silver tongue remains for you to speak.
Fine. I'll tell you what you want to know about her. But I expect something in return.
What makes you think you're still in a position to negotiate with me?
You can torture me until I talk. Or let's save us both some time. Warhead. Here's the question that's been bothering me. How have you managed to survive and endure centuries of torture? Borison aren't supposed to live that long, or possess such regenerative abilities.
Are you gonna get an explanation for this?
Is that why the Xianzhou Yaoqing wanted to take me away? Oh, to some, I'm a hostage. But to others, I hold the secrets they desire. I still remember, in the early years of my captivity, the Foxians came and went. They extracted my blood and marrow, trying to unravel the mystery of moon rage. They wanted to conquer their fear of the Borison and free themselves from their bloodline. Unfortunately, they failed to uncover the secret. So, they resorted to the most brutal punishments they could imagine. Some seek power to destroy their enemies, while others seek power to become their enemies. Which one are you, Jiao Zhou?
Is he neither?
I see. You're the most pitiful of them all, healer of the Yaoqing. You seek power to share it with others and do good. Well, then let me tell you the answer you seek.
Does he still have those shackles on?
In our ancient legends,
wait, is that coat going under it?
The ancestor of the Borison was dissatisfied with his limited lifespan and power. He yearned to dominate the skies and become the master of all the stars. To achieve his goal, he sacrificed the lives of countless Borison and Foxians, pouring them into the spring bestowed by the Master of Immortality. Through a form of genetic sorcery, the water gave birth to a miracle. The lunar embryo.
Sounds like something out of Bloodborne or some shit.
Duran ascended the birthing bed and obtained what he desired. A heart in the shape of a deep red full moon. He cut open his chest and replaced his original heart with this crimson moon.
So what, he saw that the blood moon revives all the monsters in Breath of the Wild? He was like, yeah, let me just make that my heart. Then I'll always revive. I'm not buying your absurd myth.
The ambrosial arbor is also an absurd myth, but you Xianzhou folk know it's true. This moon heart beats within the body of every generation of the Borson warhead. In the ritual that decides the new warhead, the successor cuts open the previous warhead's chest and consumes the divine heart, thus possessing it as their own.
Why would they even have a new warhead? Like, what's the point of passing on your special moon heart to another guy and, like, let them become the new warhead? Like, what, did the previous one get tired of living?
Devouring is the true essence of life, allowing us to endure and thrive. It gathers the life essence of all the prey we consume, making us stronger and stronger. I thought all
Is that how we kill him, by the way? We just cut out his heart?
After 7 centuries of torment. But now, this heart is beating once again. All right. Now it's your turn to tell me everything about the Merlin's Claw.
First off, she has no tail.
Xianzhou.
Oh.
I found you.
It's Moza. Watch out, Moza. They can randomly capture people and instantly teleport them to their alleyway and just kill them in an instant without anything happening. It's weird. I don't get it.
I know I'm in no position to question your orders, but if I understand correctly, you already have intelligence about the Borison?
That's right. My people are busy collecting clues now. What's the situation, Wadza?
General, before we completely lost contact with Xianzhou, I picked up a signal from his Jade Abacus. It won't take long before we locate their whereabouts.
Okay. So this is taking place before he found him?
Shouldn't we immediately go there and join forces to eliminate the Borison? Why are we returning to Stargazer Navalia?
Looks like your general has only taught you swordplay, not the art of the hunt. There's an old saying among the Borson. In the forest, the hunter may easily become the hunted. While we may call ourselves the hunters now, chasing them blindly will only make us become the prey.
How could Hoolay possibly hunt us down?
Are you joking, General? He's just a wolf who's been imprisoned for 7 centuries. Even with his accomplices, they're no match for us numerous Luofu Cloud Knights. How could he consider us his prey?
Do not underestimate the enemy. Hoolay is not an ordinary Borison that can be easily killed. The advantage in numbers means nothing when we face that monster. A vicious beast who hasn't tasted blood and flesh in 7 centuries is now lurking on the streets of the Luofu right before the war dance. This is what makes the situation treacherous and unpredictable.
I mean, this just reminds me of earlier when she was talking to Yan Qing about eating before they go on a hunt, and it's like, if this guy hasn't eaten in 7 centuries, shouldn't he be really weak because of that? There's people
this
here.
This is where we ran into the Borison last time. It looks the same as usual.
Oh, is he referencing
Because
the time when they were with March?
News to make it seem as if nothing had happened.
Well, the Borison noticed something?
Losing contact with their accomplices preparing the star skiff will surely put them on guard. However, the more well-prepared a plan is, the longer it takes to adjust when it's disrupted. If any Borison wants to stick to the original plan despite the risks, they'll surely come back to Stargazer Navalia to check the situation.
Are you suggesting that there are Borisin here at Stargazer Navalia right now?
This is an automated area. So don't you think that there are a bit too many people here today? First, look at those 2 Skyfaring Commission staff members. They've been observing us in secret since we arrived.
They're Foxians. Get them.
Who are you? Don't you know that Stargazer Navalia is on lockdown now?
Well, then why are you here?
Hey, chill out. They're just a few lost tourists.
Yes, that's what we are. Stargazer Navalia is on lockdown.
But Stargazer Navalia is the shipbuilding port of the Xianzhou Luofu. If the Skyfaring Commission called for a lockdown, there should be official documents proving it, right?
Official documents? Of course there are. The Cloud Knights are aware that some people have infiltrated this port.
That makes perfect sense. So you're now investigating the Borisin?
Yeah, we've received orders from the higher-ups, so we've blocked off this area to prevent any interference with our inspection. Thank you for your understanding. Why are you still here? As I said, Stargazer Navalia is on lockdown now.
No, I never issued such an order.
Who are you?
Perhaps you haven't met me on the battlefield, but I am certain you've heard my name. Now, I'm asking you a question, so answer me. Tell me, how many more of your comrades are here? Where were you planning to meet Hoolay?
This woman, she's the general of the Yaoqing.
Oh, now they know that.
Still waiting for? Attack her!
Just attack. Up.
Run! Tell Lord Moktok about this!
Oh, don't tell Lord Moktok. And that was a very casual run. Yeah, she's just letting him go, I guess. She could easily chase him down.
Why don't you kill me?
Because I need answers.
You were our war slave, so you should know us descendants of Duran. You want me to talk? Fine. Try whatever you want. But I assure you, you won't get anything from me. Only fangs and blood.
If I were to do that, I wouldn't be any different from you. I am the arrow that pierces the wolf's heart. I grant you a swift death.
That's exactly what I desire. Wolves that leave the pack are prepared for the fate of never returning home.
Do you think it's hard for him to hold his finger in that position? Like his freaking right index finger? That just looks so awkward.
But sadly, you didn't catch my partner. He will alert them.
Yeah, I think she wants that.
Before you close your eyes, you should know that I allowed him to escape. Because he will lead the Cloud Knights to Hoolay's hideout.
Oh, I guess that was his last breath.
Is this how you leave one side open? You let that Borisin escape so you could track him?
This is the most common hunting tactic used by Borisin. I know the methods of these abominations all too well. They always leave an escape route for their prey, allowing them to flee in fear. Then they chase them like it's a game. Borisin get great satisfaction from the last struggles of their victims.
Have you witnessed these things firsthand? That guy called you a war slave. What exactly have you experienced?
I wonder, is that why she doesn't have a tail? Did the Borisin just like cut off the tails of their slaves or something? I wonder how old she is. I've always wondered exactly how long like Foxians live, but the game has never really stated that anywhere. At least not that I've seen. I wonder if that information is just buried in some like lore in the database or something. Maybe I'll look it up. You know, here, let's look it up right now. See if there's information. I'm just going to Google it. Okay, well, according to a Google search, Foxians have a lifespan of 250 to 450 years, with an average of, like, about 300. Wait, there's also an extra line here I just read. It says that chocolate is toxic to Foxians and will make them sick should they consume it. That's a random bit of lore. So then she shouldn't be 700 years old. So how long ago was she a slave to Borisin? I mean, I guess I just assumed that, like, all the fighting with the Borisin stopped when Hoolay was captured, but I guess that's not necessarily true. Also, Jing Yuan said that he saw Hoolay in battle, right? That was Jing Yuan who said that. So he's at least 700 years old. You know, but Xianzhou natives, you know, they live, you know, like, forever until they become Mars-struck or whatever.
Speaking of stories, you've reminded me that now is not the time for them. Wadza, we've sent the warning from Stargazer Navalia. What's the situation on your end?
I've found them. Zhao Cho is trying to stall Hoolay, and he signaled me to not reveal myself.
Trust his judgment and keep watching. We'll be right there.
I believe the warning we sent
Okay.
will stop Hoolay from attacking Stargazer Navalia. What will he do next?
The hunt is not over yet. Stay safe, Zhao Cho.
One dual hour before the war dance convenes. Salting Sanctum.
Please, save
What the heck?
me.
I want to live. Doctor!
Xiao Xiao, find a medical ingenium and give that kid a shot! Hurry!
I see. How's the front line?
I have a feeling this is not 1 hour before the war dance. I don't know why it said that.
The Borisin beast ships have already landed on the Fenghu. It won't be
The
long before this
Fenghu?
place is overrun as well.
Is that one of the other Xianzhou ships?
What about General Yueyu? Any news from her? I'm her healer. I should stay by her side at a time like this.
General Yueyu. Huh.
She asked me to tell you that she's not coming back. She must protect the Cloud Pier telescope.
I wonder, is this General Yueyu? Is this who was General of the Yaoqing before Feixiao? Then again, it could be. They said the Fenghu. So maybe it's just General of that ship, assuming that is a ship.
General asks you to save that kid. The girl fought desperately just to bring us all back here alive. I've never seen such a brutal fighting style. Her body, it's like she was split open. Just like...
Her blood pressure is dropping. Do you hear me, Xiao Xiao?
Loud and clear. Get me some tumble dust. We've got to start the operation right now.
Tumble dust? It sounds like a funny name for a thing to be used in such a serious situation. They're dying. Get the tumble dust.
I will bring her back.
Is that why you're so determined to learn my secrets? Do you hear me, Zhao Cho?
I do. Loud and clear.
So she saved you all in that great battle on the Xianzhou Fenghu 3 decades ago. But to your surprise, you discovered her Borisin bloodline while she was at death's door.
Are they talking about Feixiao? So if this incident was 300 years ago, the Feixiao should be really old. She's an old lady.
Moktok told me that she was a war slave who escaped from the Eclipse Pack. Oh, what a twist of fate. Turns out, she's from the same clan as I am. And she used the gift of her bloodline to destroy the Borisin. Moon Rage, a blessing for wolves, and a curse for foxes. For Borisin to have their bodies torn apart by Moon Rage and transform into a beast is the ultimate joy.
What is it, like turning into a werewolf?
For you Foxians with poor regenerative abilities, it means certain death. Oh, with the burning fury in her heart, that Foxian general will eventually lose her sanity and indulge in endless bloodshed. The scars on her body will not be caused by enemy weapons, but by the immense power she can't withstand. One day, she will be torn apart and die as a monster. And in return for saving her life, you intend to give everything to solve this impossible puzzle.
Hoolay. Do you know the saddest thing about being a healer?
Not being able to heal people?
All this time, I've devoted my life to bringing back those who sacrificed their lives to monsters like you.
Is the person laying here in this scene? Is this Feixiao?
But once again, they rushed into battle. And then I heard of their deaths, like a useless idiot. I saved a fish named Life out of the cauldron called Death, only to watch it struggle, dive back into the boiling broth. So I asked myself, why were they so eager to run toward their death after they had recovered from their wounds?
Because they're fighting for others.
Why wouldn't they value their hard-won life? All the doubts left me feeling lost. Eventually, I realized that their deaths held value. They placed the weight of their sacrifice on the living, granting us strength. With a coin forged by their deaths, they exchanged something more in return. Everything I'm doing now, following you so closely, is just for one reason: witnessing your death with my own two eyes. Even your death has value.
Quick, take his eyes out.
It will pave the way for a peaceful war dance and a fully cured Feixiao.
As the wolf's creed goes, gift the wolf a dead end where new paths arise. Raise him to a doomed fate where satiation lies. The cowards in forgotten corners meet their unworthy demise. Yet the valorous in brutal battles embrace their eternal prize. That's why I'm
very pathetic,
alive for
poetic.
now. I want to show you how Borisin truly respect their enemies. We will consume your flesh and blood, nourishing our own. We will crush your hopes and dreams, clearing a path for our hunt. Your feeble souls will witness a new future. A future that belongs to me.
Yeah, so when are you going to start doing all that
We
exactly?
received a message. Our arrangement at Stargazer Navalia has been discovered. We must act quickly. The Skyfaring Commission will clear the air routes. And if our star skiffs try to escape, we'll be spotted.
Calm down, Moktok. Look at you now, hiding and fearful. Where is your Borisin dignity?
I mean, if they've just been hiding around until now, couldn't they just keep hiding around until after the war dance?
Moktok, let me tell you how the Borisin will rise to power. We won't hide like rats in the streets of the Xianzhou.
Isn't that what you're doing right now?
We will be ravenous wolves. wolves, walking amongst a herd of lambs with our fangs bared.
But, Great Warhead, our packs are not here. We can't go to war like this.
Our packs are not here. Wherever I go, everyone is the pack.
I'm not sure that's how that works, but sure.
No.
Oh. What the heck? Is there a guy just laying outside the wall right there?
We're the apex predators at the top of the hierarchy. As wolves, we create fear. We don't become servants to it. If you're blind to the path, I will be the crimson moon that lights the way for you.
Like, so what just happened there? Like, he just bit some dude and he turned into a Borson? Like, was that person like a normal Foxian, or was that a Borson in disguise? Like, I'm confused as to what just happened. You know, if that was supposed to be a moment to show that, like, he can turn a Foxian into a Borson, they should have set that up better, because they just kind of threw that out there and didn't set it up at all. I have no idea who the heck that person was.
Now, you devious monkey, come out and face me.
Xianzhou.
I'm surprised he would just, like, be like, yeah, I'm here.
No, he can't run, and neither can you. You've come at the right time, monkey of the Yaoqing. Tell your general. Tell her that I will unleash a massacre here, drowning the Xianzhou Luofu in blood. From this moment on, wolves bearing my blood will hunt on every street, feasting on the followers of that devilish archer.
Well, it's about time something happened. Switching to March. The war dance is about to commence. Skysplitter. Did she do the interview for the special program at this point?
Is really loud. So this is what the war dance is actually like? I feel like my eardrums are going to burst. Well, how could they expect to attract people to come and watch if they didn't make a huge spectacle? March, you haven't forgotten what you came to do, have you?
Eat all the food? What did I come to do?
Who am I? Where am I? What am I doing here?
She just woke up to be the protagonist of her own game.
Look around you. Do you remember anything?
Did she have, like, one, like, colored fingernail? That's like a random little detail.
Remember, you are here under the identity of a Luofu swordmaster, taking the place of your no-good master Yanqing as the ringmaster.
Yes, keep slandering him.
But what am I supposed to do with my opponent for
And
this
take his
guy
other
is
swords.
super talented and just wipes the floor with me in seconds? I'm still a beginner in swordplay. I don't know where I got the confidence when I agreed to help General Huayan.
I'm pretty sure you were peer pressured into it.
Come on, there's no need to worry about that. If you are defeated, then your opponent shall have to answer to me. Although, if that happens, the honor and the glory of the Xianzhou Luofu shall all be taken by the Juming.
Combat rating enthusiast.
You see these glasses I have on?
Yeah.
These rating glasses are a special souvenir I picked up from the blue.
Rating. Any relation to the rating gun?
Contestant through them, they can give a combat power rating.
Do they give March a 0? I think that's what the gun does.
Take a look at me then. What is my combat power rating?
At 5.
Impossible! Take a closer look. Is it scored out of 5 or something?
5 out of 5.
Poor little March, being bullied by a mechanical scoring system. Don't pay them any mind. Let's go.
The news that you will be the ringmaster in place of Lieutenant Yanqing has been made public, Miss March. Just now, as I passed the contestants' hall, I overheard them all discussing this news. The most common question I heard was, who is March 7th? If they ask you this, how will you introduce yourself? Do you have something prepared?
She should be like, I am the successor of March 6th. 7th, young beauty of the Astral Express, Yanqing's disciple, the invincible March 7th. Losers have no right to ask my name. Let's go with that one.
Losers have no right to know my great name. Is this some kind of villain entrance line?
It was the silliest one, so that's what I went with. Oh, can I open that chest, by the way? Well, this place is full of people.
This is the contestant hall. There are so many people. March, before the war dance begins, allow me to give you one more lesson.
This is the signal to surrender.
My grandfather always told me that a weapon mimics its master. That means that a person's weapon will reflect their habits and personality. You've seen me wield old metal before, haven't you? Tell me, what did you observe from that?
Yes, Yunli is very strong to be able to not only swing that thing around, but chuck it like a grenade.
Master Yun Li's old metal is taller than a person. Being able to wield a weapon like that must mean that you have ridiculous strength, right? Observing the weapon that your opponent uses, assessing what kind of battle skills they excel at, and where their weaknesses lie, is the key to victory in battle. A shockingly heavy sword like mine, for example, is obviously not suited for a long, drawn-out battle. So, it would be best to find a way to drag the battle out. Why would you tell me your weakness?
You gonna fight Yunli?
That's the only way to ensure that we have a fair fight, don't you think? I don't want to see you go and lose to someone else, after all. Now is a perfect opportunity to learn how to evaluate your opponents. Let's use the people here in the contestants' hall to practice. If you know yourself and know your enemy, you will not lose in 100 battles.
What, does this universe have Sun Tzu as well?
Ugh. I am not used to wearing clothes like this at all.
I almost took that sentence in a very different direction than what she meant.
Oh, you're March 7th. The stand-in for Lieutenant Yanqing, correct?
No, I'm dropping out.
That's right. And you are?
As you can see, I am the journalist entrusted with interviewing contestants on site.
I see the Skyfaring Commission has really gone all out as the host. Interesting.
That's right. A big event like this just can't go ahead without a few of us running around. Since the competition is getting started, could I ask you some questions that are on my mind?
No. I'm actually just here to learn about my opponents.
Know yourself and know your enemy, right?
Is everyone just saying that now?
In my interview, you'll learn all about yourself. First,
the
question that is on everyone's minds. Lieutenant Yanqing is not.
Why is the audio suddenly better?
This is just gossip from unreliable sources, but I hear that Lieutenant Yanqing is seriously injured. Is this true?
Yes, he stubbed his toe on his dresser. It's a very severe injury. It's true.
If that's the case, could you please tell me how these serious injuries came about?
He stubbed his toe. Traffic accident. He was injured in training. There was a plot against him. He wanted his disciple to have this opportunity. Yes, he was injured in training. He stubbed his toe during training.
Swordplay is a truly difficult art. Once the war dance begins, you will be challenged by master swordsmen from many different worlds, Miss March 7th. Are there any that you're looking forward to facing in particular?
I don't know who any of these people are.
March 7th, you are quite I mean, extremely self-assured.
Yes, let's go with that.
Thank you
very much for accepting my interview. Much appreciated.
Oh, this guy's got dual swords that are just clipping through each other and glitching out.
This last-minute replacement, March 7th. Who exactly is she?
She is the successor of March 6th. Hello, I am March 7th.
Right. I'm the March 7th that everyone's been talking about.
What? You're March 7th?
Don't worry. I'm a newbie swordmaster who's only been practicing the art of swordplay for half a month.
This guy's gonna be so insulted.
March 7th. Standing before you is a seasoned Cloud Knight who has practiced swordsmanship for over 200 years.
Tricking the opponent into underestimating me is a valid tactic too, right?
Sure. Can I ask more people for their weaknesses? You, what's your weakness? Tell me. Bench, what is your weakness? Tell me. Maybe it's because you spend so much time with the main character, whatever you want to call them, that March has the urge to interrogate the bench. Yes, March. Embrace the powers of the MC. Question the inanimate object. But March isn't the MC, and her mental condition isn't that bad. No, March, you must do it. If there's anything you want to ask, hurry up, or March 7th's rationality will come back. Any skilled competitor show up? Master Lee is watching. Come on. I guess we'll just ask this. I want to know the bench's weakness. But that is not a question. The bench remains silent, having witnessed the presence of many a formidable figure, including the once renowned sword champion of the Luofu. Bench gazes at March 7th's back, leaving behind a drop of sweat.
That's enough knowing the enemy for now. Come on.
Is it?
I want to see
I'm not
what the
done
ring
yet.
looks like.
Are there any other benches? I wanted to question this lady. Why can't I talk to the pretty lady with the spear? God, there's more people doing this shit? Is this some kind of cult? Like how this green-haired lady's just staring at this other dude like, why aren't you doing it?
I heard that a swordmaster from the Xianzhou Luofu is going to challenge Lieutenant Yan Qing at this war dance. Who do you think will win in the fight? Can you give me your analysis?
Lieutenant Yan Qing, obviously. His swordsmanship is on a whole other level. I was fortunate enough to see him in person, using his flying swords to capture a criminal in Starskip Haven. I reckon just a few swift strikes and
Yun Li steals the swords.
Goodness! Isn't that the Xianzhou Ming's contestant, Miss Yun Li?
just a few swift strikes, and the Juming swordmaster will have him on his knees.
Yes, and she will steal all of his swords. Deeting, tell me, what is your weakness? I can't tell what it said. March, translate.
You're even asking dating?
Don't question my ways, Yun Li. Try to translate what Deeting is saying. Or do we just woof back at it? Damn, I'm torn. Let's translate.
It's saying, I am not a contestant. Got it.
Can we ask its weakness anyway?
Well, looks like she's done with her questions. That's enough knowing the enemy for now.
What's signals nearby, but we lost contact just a moment ago.
That mean...
They ate him.
He will be fine. Cloud Knights, search for the
Speaking
target.
of eating, should we stop and get some food? Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and buy me some cake. Whatever the heck this thing is, Songolotish cake. Yes, I'll take one of them, please. Yes. Can't save the world on an empty stomach, after all. What's going on over there? Are they not hiding in this sussy alley anymore? I feel like they should just demolish this, like, little alley or whatever this is. Like, all the bad guys come here to plot evil plans. Is he here by himself?
All of you, get out of my way.
It's Moza.
Wait. Don't go any closer.
General, I failed you. That mad dog left me here as...
A declaration of war.
Well, that sounds like fun.
That's right. I've been holding back the urge to slit his throat all this time. Well, Lord Hoolay ordered us to remain here, just to see. If you, the great Merlin's Claw, mortal enemy of the Borisin, are able to join him in a little hunting game.
Hunting is not a game. It is a battle of life and death. Are you ready for your death, abomination?
Kill him.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
Thank you.
Wowza, are you okay?
I wasn't able to save Xianzhou. Hoolay was more cunning and powerful than I imagined.
Tell me, how is he planning to declare this war against me? With a one-on-one duel? Or with a hostage exchange, maybe?
Hoolay is planning on attacking the bustling streets of the Xianzhou Luofu.
What did you just say?
Impossible. Even if there are still undercover Borisin that we haven't sniffed out, Hoolay can't have more than a few dozen people. How is he planning on simultaneously attacking the streets of the Xianzhou Luofu?
He has an ace up his sleeve. Hoolay's body holds a plague mark passed down through generations of Borisin. I've seen him convert a Foxian to a Borisin wolf trooper with my own eyes.
So that is what happened.
This is Hoolay's declaration of war. His blood. It can cause Foxians to rapidly transform and lose their minds. He has passed his blood to his minions, and is planning to spread it across the Luofu and stir up panic.
Evacuate all the Foxians. I knew we should have rounded them all up.
Contact the Skyfaring Commission and the Cloud Knights right away. Have them enforce a traffic ban and order all Foxians to remain indoors until further notice.
No matter what Hoolay does, there is one truth that cannot be changed. He is trapped aboard the Xianzhou Luofu. The only way for him to escape is to find a ship.
And the only ship he's able to see, the Skysplitter? I mean, I guess if his whole goal is to, spread fear among everyone, then I guess that would be the way to go. Assuming he can do it.
Right now, the only ship he'd be able to see is the Skysplitter.
In his eyes, that ship is full of countless hostages. That would be the best place for him to go. So, that will also be our final battlefield. Everyone, listen up. I will personally take charge of Starskiff Haven, evacuate the people, and prepare for any possible attacks. I will do my best to ensure that things are safe on the ground. Nameless, please lend us your strength as you did when the Ambrosial Arbor was reborn. I need you and Wowza to go in search of Xianzhou.
How did she just say his name? Like a Wowza?
I need you and Wowza to go in search of Xianzhou.
Is that an M or a W? Wowza? Anyways, leave it to me.
General, please entrust me with the safety of the Skysplitter. I was originally meant to participate in the tournament, so now it is only right that I return to the Skysplitter.
No, don't do it, Yanqing. You have a stubbed toe.
If Hoolay does come to attack the Skysplitter, Lieutenant Yanqing, I need you to hold him there until I am able to arrive.
Please rest assured, General. If he dares step foot on the Skysplitter, I, Yanqing, swear on the blade in my hands that he shall not escape.
The Cloud Knights set up to various locations. They since we began to cordon off areas, and then there's a bunch of other texts that you don't have enough time to read.
The Borisin have arrogantly decided to challenge us on Xianzhou territory. They vow that they will unleash a bloodbath along the streets of the Xianzhou. The unarmed civilians of the Xianzhou and countless visitors from afar are under our protection. Let me ask you, as Cloud Knights, Will we allow the Borson to succeed with their plan? Be on your guard.
Yes, guards on guard.
Calling Starskip Haven. Have all Cloud Knights be on full alert for Borson attacks.
Feixiao, the ports of Starskip Haven are crawling with wolf-like creatures. They're moving fast.
Hold them back! I will be there immediately!
Oh. Feixiao? Am I gonna play as Feixiao? I haven't even done her trial yet. Damn, we just ramming people with star skiffs? Oh, Feixiao technique. After Feixiao uses her technique, she grants herself a movement speed boost and will pull enemies along with her as she travels. The more enemies are pulled, the higher the damage upon entering battle.
There you are, Feixiao.
Okay.
Madam Yukong, after 30 years, we find ourselves fighting side by side once more. It's been a while since I've let loose. Let's get this started.
I mean,
Remember,
all the ports
you are still on the Luofu. Try not to go too wild.
Run away. Hello. I'm gonna activate this. I'm gonna run you over. So how does this work? Do I just keep going? Whee! Yoink. Does this just last forever? Surely not. Like, oh, we're off. Quick, get back in the tornado. Whee! This is so silly. Look, Yukong, I'm just playing with the Borson. Look how friendly they are. They're just doing a dance. It's great. So, yeah, we don't need to go to war anymore. Oh, hold on. Gotta pick them back up. I dropped them. Yeah, so it's all good. War's over. Alright, let's start. They all just gonna die to the technique? Quick, use your ultimate. No, not even gonna get to use it.
We have cleared out the enemies in Starskip Haven.
But it seems that there are fierce battles being waged at both the Exalting Sanctum and Aurum Alley.
Not Aurum Alley.
I will prepare a star skiff.
We cannot allow the fighting to continue. This is now a race against time to stop this farce that Hoolay has created. I know Xianzhou always wants me to know my limits and not get carried away, but now is the time to bring this to a swift end. Contact the Exalting Sanctum. Tell them if they see a light in the sky, all units are to retreat immediately.
There's always a light in the sky? That's what, that's what's casting the shadows behind us right now?
Madam Yukong, lend me your
Whoa!
bow.
Oh. Dude, I thought Yukong was attacking her for a second. What the heck? Yukong, why can't you do this?
Everyone, out of the way!
Did she just wipe out Aurum Alley? What the heck? At the same time, in Aurum Alley. No, not Aurum Alley.
Oh, what a mess. I just knew it would end up this way. Every time she hits the battlefield, she makes a mess like this. She didn't even leave a single survivor to get intel from. One of these men must have known about Hoolay and Xianzhou's whereabouts.
What happened just now?
That was one of Feixiao's arrows. Who knows what she used as an arrow to fire all the way over here?
I want to see her fire another arrow with my own eyes. Moses sizes you up with a cold, indifferent gaze. You can almost hear the unspoken words in his expressionless face. Is it not better to cherish your life instead? Maybe it's not. Oh, who's this?
What a terrifying
Oh, Mock Talk. Why is he still in a Foxian form?
Who could have imagined that such astonishing strength would lie in the hands of a Foxian war slave?
That's
The
Lord
sneak
Moktok.
that infiltrated the shackling prison. Moktok, you are harder to kill than a cockroach.
I'm not sure about that. I think we need to test it a bit more.
But the fact that you have willingly shown yourself saves us some time. It is not too late for you to surrender. Tell me, where are Hoolay and Xianzhou?
Save your energy, Yaoqing monkey. If there is one principle that we beasts know well, it is that we might have to break off an arm to break free from a cage. Today, I will be that arm. Thanks to the gift granted to us by Lord Hoolay, I have shared his vision and his blood. The descendants of Duran should live for the victory of the pack, and they should die for it as well. Come, Yaoqing man. Show me your fangs. We will fight to the death.
Oh, Moktok finally went wolf form.
How honorable, you mangy dog.
And now we kill him.
But you seem to have misunderstood. There will be no fair one-on-one duel. Let's see how tough you are once we've put you down.
Oh, suddenly there's 5 of him.
It boils in my veins.
Now, you should probably get that checked out at a doctor. I don't think that's good for you.
Borisin resurgence?
The what?
You can still pillage.
A what?
Straight like this will send me running.
Ow. Stop killing my units. I don't have a healer.
Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
No, Black Swan.
Still waters of oblivion.
Borisin resurgence shall come.
No matter how heroic your sacrifice, there is no honor in your battles or deaths, Borisin.
It seems that Moktok got what he wished for.
How are you just hologramming your way into the middle of nowhere here? I'm just checking March 7th. Is she in here? Hello?
March, it's me, Yunli. Are you okay?
March, tell me your weakness. What the heck? What's going on? Is she getting hand stamped by that robot?
She's still a nervous wreck. You still seem nervous.
I wasn't this nervous before. It's just being alone in this lounge, I can't stop thinking about everything. I mean, not only are we taking part in the war dance, but we have such an important mission to carry out as well.
March, calm down.
Don't worry about your mission. I'm here to help you.
Don't worry about your mission. You have me here too, right? I know my grandfather said that you must represent the Luofu as the ringmaster. But don't let that intimidate you. Ask yourself. You are a nameless of the Astral Express. You have always been free to come and go as you please. So why did you board the Skysplitter with me when my grandfather gave us this mission?
Peer pressure.
Why? Because I also want the war dance to go smoothly. For us nameless, even though we're just visitors at every stop, it was here that I met my 2 masters and made many new friends. war dance to go ahead without any problems. For everyone's sake.
Good answer. The tournament is about to begin, so I must go carry out the mission that Grandpa gave me. March, may your blade be sharp and your victory glorious.
Thank you, Master Yunli.
Wait a minute. What is going on with Yunli's hair? Right here. It looks like her longer piece of her hair isn't even connected to her head properly.
Routine inspection. All passengers, please prepare for an inspection. So this is the suspicious star skiff. Where did the passengers go?
There's no one here?
I'm going to count down from 10. If you do not come out, I will destroy the ship.
Yes, break
10,
it.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Time is running out. 3, 2, 1.
Attack.
Wait a second.
What the heck? Attack anyways. You already counted to 1.
It's me. It's just a routine inspection. You weren't actually going to blow up the ship, were you? Is that also some kind of Zhuming custom?
Oh, she should have done it. You're not a Borison in disguise, are you? Get him.
Wait! Even though the Borison can disguise themselves, they can't turn into someone as short as me. Put your sword away.
More manpower is always a good thing, since the Skysplitter is so large. Oh, and by the way,
What?
you should know that.
What in the world is that?
What's happening?
Earthquake and the flying ship. Shipquake? Turbulence?
Does it feel like the Skysplitter is slowed down? Could it be?
Well, it's a lot more than just slowing down. Break. Aw.
We would like to welcome all of our honored guests and contestants to the Xianzhou Luofu's Luminary War Dance Ceremony.
Yeah, so, are people being murdered out here yet?
Before we get the first round underway,
There's not very many people in the stands.
would like to introduce you all to a host known throughout the cosmos, Mr. Albert.
What?
He is here today as our special guest host.
Tell me Albert's a real character? Albert is real? He doesn't just exist in update video format?
Let us invite our special guest host, Mr. Albert, to the stage to formally open the war dance.
Oh. I don't think that's Albert. Oops, I skipped this line.
From this moment on, the Skysplitter belongs to me. And for you, dear spectators, I have prepared a true fight to the death. Now, run for your lives.
Everyone just awkwardly stares.
My apologies. The spectators that you were expecting aren't here. Everyone here actually came to see you.
Huh.
Cloud Knight, prepare for battle.
They said that many times. It's a trap.
That's fine too. Since you have all prepared for your deaths, come, give me all you've got. Entertain me.
Okay, 2 questions. First, like, what's with all the, like, are those, like, old swords sticking out of his back? What? Why are those there? Why? Like, I feel like those were there as part of his, like, his Forest of Swords punishment or something, but, like, why are they still stuck in him? Like, what? Wouldn't you have taken those out by now? You know, they certainly weren't stuck in you when you were in human form, or Foxian form, I guess. Second question, where did you get your sword from? Third question, of all the people here, were like knights and waiting for him to show up, then where are all the normal people who are gonna show up for the war dance? Where are all the regular people at? All the citizens. 3 duel hours before the war dance convenes. I mean, I guess we're gonna get into that. We gotta do a flashback.
Surround your enemy, but leave one side open. This is your strategy for ensuring that the war dance will be able to be held as usual?
Precisely. When Hoolay escaped, we should have cancelled the war dance immediately. No one can predict where a wild beast like him will attack. Yet festivals and celebrations like this are likely to become targets. All we need to do is swap all the spectators and contestants aboard the ship with Cloud Knight soldiers. And the Skysplitter,
how do you do that exactly?
Above, will become the ultimate battleground for our hunt.
Feels like all those spectators have to go somewhere. You know, and a lot of them were like tourists visiting, you know, from other places.
This hunt will make Hoolay understand that the arrows of the hunt will always be one step ahead of the abominations.
March is here to fight.
You guys, you're not Cloud Knights acting as Borison, are you?
What if they said yes?
You're real Borison, aren't you?
She says that like there's been fake Borison running around. Is that a yes? Or is that a no? I'm not sure.
Descend to earth! Yanqing, the wolf you are hunting is standing above us in the war dance ring at this very moment, facing the Cloud Knights. This war dance will not be seen by the people of the Xianzhou.
Oh, that's a shame.
Nor will it be just a ceremonial sword fight. This is a battle to the death that offers no honor, only mortal danger. March, are you ready?
I am March 7th.
Please, I am March 7th, a sword master who will represent the Luofu in glorious battle.
Yes, glorious battle. Whoa.
So feeble. Such weakness is truly pathetic.
You already killed all these knights? We're fighting.
Waiting a long
Oh, good.
time
He's weak to
for this,
physical.
Hoolay.
Excellent.
I see Feixiao has sent some young cubs to the slaughter.
Yes, hit Uni.
March 7th. Ring that, the Luofu.
Does Xianzhou Luofu not have any worthy warriors?
I wouldn't let my guard down if I were you. It's about time this old wolf tasted defeat at the hands of a young cub.
Okay, here. Give Yunli the drink.
Have some tea.
There we go.
Commencing research.
Just throw that out there.
To show you what I can really do.
Should I kill this guy? Yeah, let's blast him.
Dragon, white tiger, eating less carbs. Watch this!
Wait, did she say eating less carbs for the last thing?
Relax, deep breaths. Thank you for your help.
Okay, I can pop this.
I'll melt it all down.
And then we do this.
1,000 wonders to raise your good omens. Fight as one!
Wait a minute. Since when why is there so many people in the stands? When did they all get there? Wasn't this many people a moment ago? Weren't they all supposed to be knights? Who are all these people?
All the best!
Dink.
To Earth! It descends with might!
His voice was funny. Is he gonna do a second attack? Alright, we'll just prep another counter. Oh, he did. Yes. smack him again.
Swing with all your might, dear cubs. You know I can run. A wolf's path only goes forward. Running is never an option.
I'll melt you all down.
Think.
You think a little ambush
What's this?
is enough to defeat me?
He's activating the blood moon.
It descends with might.
That's funny every time. Oh my god.
I get it now. I could take 10 of you.
Oh damn, dude, he looking crazy cool. Like an... Dude, fucking look at him. Gleam deals massive lightning damage to a designated single target. High chance of inflicting terror grip, whatever that is. Oh, terror grip. Enters terrified state at the start of the second turn. Attacking the caster one time before can dispel terror grip. And terrified means you basically just miss a turn. So if you hit him, you don't get terrified in your next turn. Interesting. Smack him.
Why is Feixiao still not here?
Think.
Such insane power.
Fine. Not that.
Oh. I think I skipped some dialogue. Oh shit. Oh, okay, that's ending there. Yes, kick Yanqing around.
I've had enough.
And take his swords.
Time to finish this game.
What the heck? You just have a stroke? Oh yeah, Xianzhou. Completely forgot about him. Where the heck is he at?
I must leave, Foxian. But before I go, you know what I must do, don't you?
Eat him?
Drink blood wine. I hear it is a Borisin custom to kill prisoners and drink their blood before battle to stir up their madness.
You really did put hard work into researching us. It is a shame that this is where your journey ends.
How do we get a picky child to eat green chilies? With meatballs! How do we get a suspicious and devious wolf to drink down poison? Meatballs?
Those who have no secrets are no more than prey. Cut open and waiting for death. Enjoy the taste of my fresh blood, Hoolay. Unfortunately, I am not a man without secrets. I still have one little secret hidden up my sleeve. Tumble dust.
Not the tumble dust.
I drank it a while ago, and the poison is already flowing through my veins. Sooner or later, you will begin to feel the effects. If the most lethal poison known to this world is able to save innocent lives, then it can also be called a great medicine. I will do my best
to cure you. Feixiao. I kept my promise. At the cost of this insignificant life. Bring victory to the Yaoqing.
Yeah, is Xiaoqiu really dying? Man, is old metal always that big?
My sword is even colder.
I was hoping Yun Li was showing up for a second. Or not Yun Li, Jing Liu, that's the one.
Hoolay's movements are slowing down?
This is our chance.
It's time for us to put this dog down.
Yeah, it's hit Yun Li.
Right on time. Right on time. Can someone else take this one?
No, March, you're already here.
Master, have some tea.
Just offer tea to Yun Li, everything will be fine.
Time for something savory. Thank you for your help. Customers are always welcome. Evil's begun. 1,000 wonders to raise your spirit. Good omens. Fight as one. I'll melt you all down.
Come get me. Tink.
The clouds, it cleaves a path.
Have another one? Use it. Did I just hit a damage cap?
Does not mean you can defeat me.
Throw your sword at him, bunk. Yeah, hit Yun Li.
Right on time. Let's be friends, shall we?
Up.
Yes, you. That's how a true master does it.
Random march turn.
Time to show you what I can really do. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, eating less carbs. Watch this!
Okay, just heal her.
Thank you for your help.
I'll melt you all down.
Come get me. Dink.
The clouds, it cleaves a path.
Maybe hard to kill. But that does not mean you cannot be overpowered. Hoolay, take a good look. The power of the Cloud Knights is in my blade.
Chill out. Gonna show me what you're made of?
I'm just gonna go bonk
Commencing research. Time for something savory.
so I can heal you.
Better late than never.
Better not underestimate me.
Oh, I didn't die. It just hit Yun Li and die. Oh, okay. Where's battle end? Endless counterattacks. That's how. Oh, he's remembering his moment with Jing Liu. That's interesting. Oh, oh, and there's Feixiao. The heck? Something I'm Yan Qing. Yeah, Feixiao finally showed up and just like deflected his sword with 2 fingers.
Come. We need to lock up Hoolay once again before anything unexpected happens.
Oh yes, anything unexpected. I'm sure nothing like that will happen. You ever gonna pull those swords out of you?
Such an unforgettable blade. So similar to the one wielded by that woman who defeated me all those years ago.
Stop struggling, Hoolay. There's plenty of time for you to be tortured by your regrets when you go back to the Shackling prison.
I mean, we're not really gonna put him back in there, are we? I feel like we should be flying him into a star. Is anyone else on board for planned flying to star?
Yes, I was defeated, but this was not unexpected. And regardless, you still showed your face, Feixiao.
Do you want? Wait a moment. Let's go do something else. Air Beast Battlefield. May encounter. Totally not Feixiao. What's their weaknesses? I mean, I guess I'll just go with the Yun Li team. The Run Mei Ting Yun. I don't have to have Yanqing, do I? No, thank God. Okay.
I have looked forward to this for so long. Our little hunting game has finally reached its climax. I told you before, I had a path prepared for you. You've doomed yourselves. As I make my demands, so shall the entire Xianzhou Luofu.
Oh, was some dude doing CPR over there?
Chest will make this place shine with blood. I will drive all Foxians to madness in their field.
Oh, nice. Healer lady.
Slaughter without end.
Quick, cover all the Foxians' eyes.
This is the heart of the Borisin warhead, a product of the plague mark. I'll leave the next part to you.
I don't understand.
We cannot allow this thing to spread. I will do all within my power to consume this crimson moon. Once the situation changes, Lieutenant Yanqing, you are to enforce the Cloud Knight's military rules. Understood.
She ate it. Finally, someone eats something. Ow.
General.
Did that hurt? Oh, that doesn't look good. Guys, I think she's turning evil.
Die, Borisin.
What? We clearly don't have wolf ears. What do we have?
We don't have any ears at all. Well, I guess Ting Yun's got some ears. Look, let's just hide her, pretend she's not here. She's supposed to be dead anyway. The Merlin's Claw. Who swallowed down the Crimson Moon to salvage the crisis and therefore descended into madness, possessed by the monster within, born of yesteryear's unending battles. Feixiao turned into a tireless avatar of war. As her friend and present enemy, you understand that the only antidote is to keep fighting. Sure.
Every petal in life's garden will be swept away by the wind of time. All things are as one.
Target specimen sighted. Excuse me,
Oh.
coming through. Let's be friends, shall we? Evil's begun.
Ding.
I'll melt you all down.
Alright, Feixiao. Come hit me.
I will not allow any of you to leave the Skysplitter.
Go again?
Does she think we're her enemies?
I mean, obviously.
Hoolay
That's why
just
she's
wanted to
attacking
take
us.
down the general, even at the cost of his own life. Snap out of it, General!
Gonna show me what you're made of? Rock-shattering slash! Chill out.
You'll do.
Commencing research.
I'm just gonna have you taunt her.
Deep breaths.
Or give her the extra aggro.
Thank you for your help. Right on
Bonk.
top.
Okay. Activate counter.
Just when I thought we'd get a minute to catch our breath.
This breaks her, I think.
Do we fight or run?
Oh.
After all this, do you still think running is an option?
Well. Yeah, let's go ahead and just
Time for something savory.
heal up.
Better late than never. Pulverizing sword strike.
Stop trying to resist.
We can't let her get away. But do we stand any chance at all?
Oh, she whipped out her bow. For the bunnies. March used her ultimate. Oh, damn.
She said, I'll leave the next part to you.
No, Yunli.
She put her faith in us!
Resist me!
What?
I promise. I will cure you. Feixiao.
No one can live
Flashing
forever,
back to this
Zhao
again?
Zhao. This time, I must break my promise. Is this the Skysplitter? Or somewhere else?
Lieutenant Yanqing, you are to enforce the Cloud Knight's military rules. Understood.
We can't let her get away.
Snap out of it, General!
You always leave the hardest battles for yourself. Even now, you would never run away. Isn't it strange? That as your enemy, I understand you even better than your own allies.
Hoolay?
This rage, I remember the taste. I know that it was like a victory that it thirsted for. The hunt itself. Isn't that right, Feixiao?
You shouldn't be here. I saw you die with my own eyes.
Just consider me a figment of your imagination.
Oh, okay.
Before every hunt, I make preparations for defeat and retreat. But not this time. This time, defeat was exactly the ending I was racing towards. Now, let us break through the ironclad defenses of the Arbiter General's heart and see what secrets she has hidden in those deepest, darkest corners.
Wait, Feixiao. What are we doing here? What if I run away? Oh, can't run away. Yeah, look at these people. Am I supposed to attack this? Oh, damn, he's got another person in his other hand? Hey, this guy's just getting dragged away. Use basic attack to break the illusion. What if I want a technique?
Let's
What's on? Oh, it didn't do anything.
Your so-called survival of the fittest is nothing but an excuse. You cannot weaken my resolve, Hoolay.
Blinded by the fury of your moon rage, you slaughtered your allies. Merlin's Claw, you have betrayed the Alliance. Your actions are no different from those of the abominations we stand against.
At the end of the day, it is the blood of the abominations that runs through your veins. One day, you will inevitably become an enemy of the Alliance. Cloud Knights, formation.
Is this something that happened in the past? Trying to say that like this is going to be her future.
You aim to instill terror within me, yet all of this is nothing but a phantom!
Oh. This is awkward. Your future.
It's time to return to the pack, Feixiao. You devoured the Crimson Moon. You are worthy to become the Borison's warhead.
What did you say?
Imagine she does it.
For those who are truly strong, Foxy and Borison are no more than labels. Someone who is truly strong chooses their own path. I will create that path for myself. I will pass the right to decide the destiny of the Borison on to you, former Borison war slave and future Foxian ruler.
Well, this is interesting. I think it'd actually be cool as heck if she actually did this. I have a feeling she's not going to, though.
I refuse.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I told you before, Foxian and Borison are no more than labels. You can be whoever you want to be. You can do whatever you want to do. You would resist becoming the person you were supposed to be. Lower yourself from a free wolf to a domesticated fox just for the sake of one person. Have it your way. I will use your fear and doubt as my nourishment. I will seize you and devour you. I will replace you and become Feixiao.
We are so similar. Both monsters that were born for war and will die for war. You were right when you said that, Hoolay. So, I shall pray to the heavens. Even if they do not respond to me, I pray that the arrows of the hunt will pierce the heart of every monster.
So does she want shooting stars or not?
Do you see me, shooting star? The knights are sworn to protect the Xianzhou. I will uphold this vow until my very last day.
Is she fighting herself now?
Since the day I was born, besides by tears of blood, and all living creatures have bowed and mourned. I once commanded the strong and hunted the weak. Now,
I will use your inner beast as my weapon, and your name as my prey. Feixiao!
Tear back your disguises and show you how cowardly and powerless you truly are, Hoolay!
Oh, I do have Feixiao. The heck is happening?
The moment you grow weak, it will devour you.
Ecliptic inner beast parts and shadow of Feixiao are resonating. The next action becomes enhanced. Okay. Toughness reduction received by parts in resonant state increases. When the part is broken, all team units action advances forward. I see.
Every petal in life's will be swept away by the wind of time. All things are as one.
Time for something savory.
Give her a heal there.
The warmth of life.
Okay, I guess let's just do this. There, I broke his hand.
Gonna show me what you're made of?
Should I pop the tail? Bunk.
Too slow.
There's more to life than drawing breath.
Should also follow that up.
Pay attention.
Ultimate?
I swear to be.
Should we break the head?
Always soaring. Forever triumphant.
Bunk. Unless she like warps back to the center. Bunk. 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 Just gonna have you heal her.
Thank you. Stay safe.
Do they share health? Yes, hit Yunli.
Right on time.
Won't do.
Okay. Activate counter here.
Melting all down.
Grow complacent, and your life will be stolen. Fight to the death, and you shall live forever.
Ow.
Yes, you! To travel far away. For a tough case like yours, we're gonna try 'em all!
There's my heal. Is the tail going to attack? I guess I'll just pop an ultimate.
Melting all down.
Yes, the tail attacked.
To Earth.
Counter.
It descends with might. Raising sword strike.
Bonk.
You hold some academic value, I suppose. You'll do.
Pop. Take another
Every
ultimate from
petal
you.
in life's garden will be swept away by the wind of time.
Here's the bleeding. Yes,
Bonk.
you. Commencing research.
Heal Yunli.
For something savory.
Thank you for your... It wants to devour me. It will first have to beg for my mercy.
So if it begs you for mercy, you'll let it devour you? Bonk. Same. Okay, counter.
I have experienced for 700 years.
Okay, that works.
You are not worthy.
Come on, bump you. Hit this.
I swear to be
Get her.
always sorry. Forever triumphant.
Bonk, 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 bonk. Now we go to the sword.
Right on
Bonk.
time.
Feel that?
For a tough case like yours, we're gonna try them all.
Thank you. Stay safe.
All things are as one.
Okay. Counter.
I'll melt it all down.
Ow. Bonk. Outraging.
The outcome lies within itself, not the sword.
Yeah, do this.
Shattering slash.
Break that tail.
Excuse me,
Ah.
coming through.
There's more to life than drawing breath. Pay attention.
Ultimate.
Every petal in life will be swept away by the wind of time.
Make your move, Hoolay.
You're at the head. Bonk.
Enjoying yourself?
Ow. Why are you hitting poor Ron May? Interesting. So I can't attack her like this. I guess she's like, ah, I'm flying up here now. You can't hit me. Okay, kill Ron May.
Something savory.
So this is the warmth
Gonna
of
show
life.
me what you're made of? Raising sword strike.
Bam. Doesn't really matter what I hit here.
You'll do.
Have your fangs and claws dulled.
It's ultimate.
I swear to be the
On the head.
forever triumphant.
Beat him with the axe. So, and then steal the hand. We break that.
Commencing research.
Okay, and then you can pop that. Bunk.
You hold some academic
There we go.
value.
Okay, we broke all of them.
Suppose eternal melody.
Shattering slash.
Bunk.
Make your move, Hoolay.
Excuse me.
Pop.
Coming through.
Not what we do.
Melt it all down.
Oh, we got chomped.
To Earth. It descends with might.
Ow.
To travel far away. For a tough case like yours, we're gonna try them all.
Heal.
There's more to life than drawing breath. Every petal in life's cup will be swept away by the wind of time.
Okay, I can attack her now. Get her.
I swear to be the Everend. Always sorry. Forever triumphant.
Bonk, 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 bonk. thing gonna take a turn? Is it... Oh yeah, it is. Okay.
Right on time.
The tail will not. The tail has the delay effect on it.
You'll do.
The hand will attack. Okay. Go ahead. Pop. Okay.
Melt it all down.
Activate counter.
Clouds, cleave the path.
Our little hunting game ends here.
Oh. You upset? If Feixiao is knocked down, the battle will be... What did it say? I don't know. Ultimator.
Mighty light of the heavens.
Seems like it wants me to do this.
My heart, come to me. We shall conquer as one. My only enemy has always been myself.
Oh, is that why she lacks rivals?
General. General, you're awake.
Wolf Hunt mission has finally come to a smooth end. The warhead is defeated and slain. The wolf troopers can no longer resist and are completely overwhelmed by the Cloud Knights. The Trailblazer and Moza then find Xianzhou, who is at death's door. Oh, so he's not dead. And this time, there's one more business that must be settled with the affair around Hoolay's jailbreak. It's kind of a shame, to be honest. I was hoping he would be dead, because, like, just kill off some characters for once.
I'd like to hear their explanations.
That, like, actually die. Oh yeah, Lingsha came here. I forgot about this whole thing. Lingsha was gonna meet up with these people that she thought were the traitors. Oh, this guy actually does have a unique design. What do you know? He's not just generic NPC number 1000.
Welcome, Miss Lingsha. I am Preceptor Tauron.
Greetings, my honored Preceptor. It's been a while since we last touched base. I've brought a friend with me today. I believe you're already familiar with each other.
Tauron. Elder Tauron? I remember when I was exiled, you were on the verge of passing on. What's with this new look?
Why do you have one horn?
All of this is thanks to your past life. Had you not been so rash, I wouldn't have had to walk such a dangerous road to free our clan, becoming this specter of my former self.
I sent over some evidence regarding the prison break in the Shackling prison. I trust you've already looked it over.
Yes. You sent us the remains of Mara-struck soldiers, a map of the Shackling prison, and a semblance reversion essence pill.
These are the remains of assassins who used Cloud Hymn magic to conceal their tracks. They aided in the Borison's escape, allowing them unimpeded passage through the Shackling prison. That marked up map is a map of prisoners' escape routes. Vidyadhara craftsmen once made blueprints for the prison's construction, so I imagine, Mr. Tauron, you have a similar map in your possession. This pill
is semblance reversion essence. Indeed. I helped plot the prison break in the Shackling prison.
Oh, okay. Well, take him in.
So, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus joining forces with the Lord Ravager to stir up trouble in the Alchemy Commission, the introduction of the Stellaron, and the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection all have something to do with the Vidyadhara.
That's right.
So you admit it?
Are you surprised? After all, both of you were sent here by the Seat of Divine Foresight as messengers to hear my confession, weren't you? Ever since the sedition of Imbibitor Lunae, the population of the Vidyadhara has dwindled. With the High Elder exiled, A few of us Preceptors had to do what we could to turn the tide. My methods might have been drastic, perhaps even incomprehensible. But it was all for one cause. The survival of the Vidyadhara. Yet, the Xianzhou natives zealously forbid any plague marks and did nothing while the Vidyadhara suffered. Danheng, Lingsha, as Vidyadhara, you should understand the desperation behind my actions. All I've tried to do is to ensure our survival.
I don't get it. How does what he's doing help the Vidyadhara?
I'm well aware of the challenges the Vidyadhara face. Fighting for survival isn't a sin. But Elder, your actions have gone beyond mere survival. You've become a beast driven solely by the propagation, devoid of even a hint of empathy.
Oh. Despite calling ourselves a noble draconic bloodline, at our core, we're merely bipedal beasts. The survival of our kind is paramount. If I hadn't resorted to beastly actions, the Vidyadhara might not even exist. The sages show no mercy, as the old wisdom goes. When the High Elder abandoned our people's survival, I had to shoulder the world's sins alone. Lingsha, Danheng, the past is behind us. But the future of the Vidyadhara still lies within your grasp. The situation on the Xianzhou Luofu has changed rapidly. As Vidyadhara, we must unite in purpose and avoid the mistakes of the previous Imbibitor Lunae.
I was initially skeptical about the Vidyadhara's betrayal of the Alliance. But after hearing your confession, I realized that there is no point in talking about trust. Breaking the covenant of our alliance will bring war upon the Vidyadhara. Even if we are able to have offspring again, what difference will it make?
Once my plan succeeds, the Alliance will see the Vidyadhara as their saviors, because both parties ultimately share the same interests.
So now that survival won't convince us, you want to talk about interests?
For 1,000 years, the Alliance has been engaged in brutal warfare against the denizens of abundance. Yet victory has remained beyond reach. Have you ever wondered why? Should the Alliance emerge victorious, they will inevitably become the next denizens of abundance. However, if they suffer defeat, the Alliance will face extinction. Thus, the Alliance has deceitfully upheld this precarious balance. However, I have a way to escape from this dilemma. The Alliance's path to salvation lies within the secret of dragon transmutation. Imagine if there were a way to transform other life forms into Vidyadhara. The Alliance would then possess an endless stream of soldiers. It would not need to worry about casualties.
I'm not sure that's how that works.
Once the war ended, these soldiers would cease reproduction, eliminating concerns of overpopulation. This is the way to salvation for the Xianzhou Alliance. The ultimate path to end the universe's suffering under the immortality plague. Only we, the Vidyadhara, can achieve this.
I don't really get what he's saying.
So, you relied on this rhetoric to manipulate the ignorant members of the Vidyadhara into serving you. I am deeply disappointed in you, Elder. Your thoughts and intentions are completely devoid of empathy. Cloud Knights!
Hold it.
No, there's no hold it. Bye, Lou.
Miss Bailu.
Mr. Danheng and Sister Lingsha! Everyone's here?
You think I don't know why you're really here? Jing Yuan sent you here to test me, didn't he? According to the oath between the Alliance and the Vidyadhara, it's forbidden to spill Vidyadhara blood on their own territory. Are you all ready to violate this oath in the presence of the Luofu's High Elder?
Yes?
Dragon Lady, there's no need to panic. Elder, the Vidyadhara's sacred grounds and the High Elder are not to be used as pawns in exchange for your life.
big game. As if you have the nation and the people's best interests at heart. But when it really matters, you use a small girl as your shield. It's ridiculously pitiful.
I've said it before. Survival is never a sin. We are all Vidyadhara, so you should understand my intentions. And as a Vidyadhara, I will leave for you a dignified solution.
Can't Bailu just do something in this situation? Can't she just, like, run away or attack those Mars-struck guys? I mean, she's done this before.
Leave the Scale Gorge waterscape immediately, and appeal to the top echelons of the Alliance. Let the 6 charioteers hold a trial, and sentence me to exuviation and rebirth.
Wish for rebirth?
I see right through your plans, Mr. Tauron. Vidyadhara rebirth erases past crimes, but I'm well aware of the Preceptor's dirty tricks during rebirth. You might not be you, but you will still be you.
The whole retaining memories thing.
I won't forgive myself for past sins under the pretext of knowing nothing, nor will I allow you to evade accountability.
Dan Heng, I've always disliked your inability to see the bigger picture. Rebirth hasn't changed you one bit.
Miss Bailu, as High Elder of the Luofu Vidyadhara, please share your thoughts at this moment.
I don't want to stay here. I'm tired of being pushed around. I'm not some puppet to be controlled. Please, take me away with you.
I understand. As the oath dictates, members of the Alliance are forbidden from harming Vidyadhara here. But I've long since severed ties with the Alliance. Right now, I'm simply a nameless, free to come and go as I please. The oath of the Xianzhou means nothing to the spear in my hand.
Get him. Oh, full cutscene mode. Oh, damn. Oh, you should have left it in him. Just leave him hanging there.
Get them! Do whatever it takes! Make sure they don't leave here alive.
Dragon Lady, are you all right? I'm fine. Thank you for rescuing me.
You shouldn't thank her too soon. She's going to be replacing you in 3 weeks.
You actually came here in person?
Otherwise,
That's what Jingyuan's doing.
Be able to hear your lofty opinions. The public trial you seek with the 6 charioteers is inevitable. In addition, I'll write to the Sage Queller of the Feng Hu. With her hatred for evil,
Sage Queller. That's one of the other generals.
Make a just decision.
If it's her, she will earn the respect and assent of all the Vidyadhara on the Luofu.
In terms of martial prowess, you indeed have the upper hand. But if you're under the impression that this advantage can be used to settle the score with us Preceptors, that's quite an overestimation. Given the Vidyadhara's foundation within the Alliance, do you really think you can do anything to us? As I mentioned, I'll take all the blame and become the scapegoat. With the secrets I possess, the interrogation alone will take an eternity. And in the end, through various exchanges of interest, I am certain to survive. You understand this better than anyone, as it's the very art of trade-offs you love to wield. Lastly, a word of caution to you. I heard that Hoolay has escaped from prison and is headed directly for the Skysplitter.
Yeah, that's already said and done.
The bloodshed at the war dance is bound to be gruesome. Perhaps, even before my trial, your impeachment will have you in dire straits first.
Regrettably, Mr. Taoran, the Skysplitter only hosted Cloud Knights today. No audience. And just moments ago, Hoolay was executed by the Cloud Knights.
I mean, something like that. So I guess that's it for him. Operation Wolf Hunt Showdown has ended. The messengers from the Realm-Keeping Commission are who knows. Meanwhile, in the Alchemy Commission, Trailblazer is mourning for someone. What the heck? Where's March? What is happening? March 7th, I didn't think you'd leave your camera on a bench. Is she like missing or something? Like what's going on? Oh, there she is.
In the bathroom for a little bit, and you've already arranged my death? Hey, can't you play some normal games with Dragon Lady?
I mean, it sounds like something that I would have done as the MC. Help, it's a zombie!
Are you amused?
Maybe.
Alright, enough playing. It's time to visit my masters. The infirmary is right over there. You can go by yourselves. Oh, come back and visit me when you have time. Next time, let's not play overly realistic make-believe with this doofus, okay?
Well, there's not much I could do. General Feixiao didn't really give me any chance to shine during this wolf hunt operation. If I had been in the ring,
why's she talking like that?
knocked down 10 Hoolays with just one strike.
You sound exactly like Master Yanqing.
Is that what that was supposed to be?
Both he and Yun Li have been forced to go to the Alchemy Commission for some well-needed rest. I'm the least accomplished in swordplay, but I came out unscathed. I really ought to thank my masters for taking all the blows on my behalf.
But she did switch to her bow. When the going gets tough, the March whips out her bow. Dingsha.
Look who's here. The beloved Trailblazer and the charming March 7th. You came to the Alchemy Commission today. Oh, I get it. You are here with March to visit her masters, aren't you?
Exactly. How are my masters doing at the moment?
Unfortunately, only one master is here. I'm doing fine.
Fortunately, more like. Yanqing didn't make it in the end?
Hey, watch your words! Don't you jinx my master!
His injuries weren't that severe.
That's a shame.
But, well, he'll still need some more time to rest. Considering the intense battle with Hoolay, and then with General Feixiao, the rigorous sparring session with her. His small body couldn't take it anymore.
Master Yun Li, didn't you also engage in combat?
The little babies from the Luofu just don't have the resilience that us kids from the Juming have.
That's the power of being barefoot.
I heard from Modza about the tough battle against the wolf troopers. You fought alongside Modza. Did you get hurt?
Enemies were mostly taken care of by General Feixiao. Now that I think about it, I didn't really have a chance to get hurt.
I can guess why. General Feixiao is just too strong.
Yun Li, go and lie down.
Got it, Lingsha.
What about that smiley fox healer and the guy with the hood?
Smiley fox healer.
Thank goodness you and the others found Xiaoqiu. He lost a lot of blood and needs to rest properly. He and Maoza are seriously wounded. I've had to forcibly confine them to the Alchemy Commission.
And it's kind of a shame. I think that was a good opportunity to kill off Zhao Shou. I feel like that was a good way to have killed them off. I'm kind of sad they didn't go all the way with it.
All three from the Yaoqing are critically injured. But fortunately, the Xianzhou Luofu has a miraculous healer lady. It's a silver lining in this misfortune.
It looks like the entire delegation from the Xianzhou Yaoqing is gathered at the Alchemy Commission. Why don't we go see General Feixiao and bring her some fruit?
Does she like
I
apples?
would normally say no, because they need to rest. But alas, what can you do when the two of them have a leader who is just as restless? General Feixiao just slipped out of the recovery room. She thinks she's so sneaky, but I know everything that happens in the Alchemy Commission. If you're looking to meet her, the luminescent depths might be your best bet. I spotted her heading that way earlier.
The sound of those footsteps.
He's up and about.
They must belong to General Feixiao.
He doesn't sound too good, though.
Out and about, despite the doctor's orders.
What a coincidence. Someone else who refuses to listen to the doctor's orders.
Well, being a doctor myself, I don't think my knowledge of my own body is inferior to the Dragon Lady's.
The healer does not heal himself. Don't try to act tough in front of me. I'm sorry, Xianzhou. I didn't expect you to use poison that way. What a miscalculation. If only I'd found you sooner. If only I hadn't sent you to the shackling prison.
The way you're speaking, is this really the Feixiao I know? Or could it be a Borisin assassin, imitating your voice to take my life?
Xianzhou, your eyes.
Huh?
You can't see anymore, can you?
What?
I can still clearly hear the sound of the waves. That's enough for me.
Really?
Don't blame yourself. You know what I'm more concerned about? Has your body had any changes since you swallowed the Crimson Moon?
I'm not sure. There don't appear to be any changes. However, the many doubts that once plagued me have dissipated.
I never thought I'd live to hear you discuss your health again. But thanks to Moza and that child, the price I've paid seems trivial compared to what we've achieved. I hold no grievances, Feixiao. I am content.
I don't know how to offer words of comfort, nor do I know much about curing others' ailments. I am just a warrior, so my pledge to you is simple.
An eye for an eye.
What?
So you were here too.
In this vast universe, there's bound to be someone who can heal your eyes. I'll find them. But until then...
I mean, there's plenty of healers here.
This chaos needs to be dealt with. You must already have some ideas. Let them out.
The resurgence of the Sanctus Medicus and the gathering of the Borisin are merely distractions orchestrated by an unseen force, meant to divide the Alliance's attention. Unfortunately, they picked the wrong fight this time. Once we return to the Yaoqing, I'll personally lead the Verdant Knights into battle. I vow to take down a Lord Ravager and teach the Ruined Legion the true meaning of the hunt.
Oh. Well, that sounds like fun. When do we get to do that?
I knew it. You've always been so impatient.
Okay, an ancient bell has been struck in the depths of the Xianzhou Luofu. And something else happened that you can't read, and that was also way too fast to read.
It's been a long time. Over 3 decades have passed since we last convened.
I've dearly missed each of you generals during this time.
The heck was with those, like, lines?
Was the seer strategist thinking of us or thinking of the fates we're destined for?
The Merlin's Claw. As blunt as always. Though, not everyone's cup of tea, huh?
What's with the markings?
Once told Jing Yuan, "You're lucky that I'm the one who came this time. If it were the seer strategist, this conversation might not be so friendly." I'm intrigued. Did the conversation really come to pass?
I've never heard anyone mention that the Decalite reflection barrier could eavesdrop on even the quietest whispers. It appears that the
Decalite
Marshal
reflection
sent not
barrier.
just 2 generals to the Luofu, but an uninvited 3rd guest as well.
People have been saying that Mr. Jing Yuan's intellect shines as brightly as the seer strategist's. With the Luofu caught in such strife, the Yuchwei couldn't just stand by and watch.
Seer strategist, our time with the Yellow Bell is limited. Let's get straight to the point.
Alright. Thanks to Mr. Jing Yuan, the interrogation of the 2 prisoners on the Yuchwei has concluded.
Xianzhou Luofu.
Mr. Jing Yuan's speculations were correct. Of the crimes they confessed to, planting a Stellaron on the Luofu was a complete fabrication meant to mislead. Their real aim was to secure a meeting with the Marshal to present their Godslayer protocol, a strategy they firmly believe in.
Interesting.
And what was this grand strategy proposed by Jing Liu and that traveler?
The narrative they painted was vast and difficult to put into words. It all revolves around the coffin of the blonde traveler.
Oh, the coffin has some significance?
It's the remnants of the propagation.
Really?
The remains of the swarm author?
More accurately, it's a fragment of the divine body. In the future they depicted, this fragment serves as the final nail, sealing the fate of the plague's author and securing its doom.
Gonna use the propagation to kill the abundance?
Necessitates a larger alliance. Hence, they sought out an ally for the Xianzhou. I assume you've all heard of the famed Genius Society member number 81, Ron Mei, haven't you? The Eye of the Yuchwei has just seen this uninvited guest arrive on the Xianzhou Luofu. 3, 2, 1. Right on time. Now, as for the best way to receive our distinguished guest, I'll leave that in your capable hands.
So Ron May just showed up?
Remember your name? My name is
Oh?
Yun. I serve as an ambassador of the Whistling Flames Merchant Guild on Xianzhou Luofu.
Ting Yun? Oh, you piece of shit. You're gonna fucking cliffhanger me like that? Are you fucking kidding me? Holy shit. Okay, that was a very sudden surprise at the end there. That threw me for a loop. What the heck was that about? Did they find Ting Yun? I'm actually just fucking angry that they dropped that at the end and then just ended the quest. You're gonna make me sit on that for who knows how long? At least 6 weeks until the next patch, I would assume. If they're even gonna continue that in the next patch. They sure as hell better. Alright, so this second half to the War Dance Borson questline, whatever we want to call this. I'll share my thoughts on it. So, I think the first half was not that great. I especially didn't like the parts where Hoolay was in a Foxian form, because I feel like that part of the story was just like full of things that didn't make sense. Like Hoolay even disguising himself as a Foxian in the first place was already really weird, because he seemed like he was very much against that. Called the other Borson like cowards or weaklings or whatever it was. He was definitely like talking down to them. for them doing it. And then he had all this talk about, like, not running away, that he should be the hunter and stuff. But after all of that, it's like he also disguised himself as a Foxian. So I thought that was kind of dumb. And the part where he lets Zhao Cho go walk away made absolutely no sense whatsoever. It's like there was literally nothing stopping Zhao Cho from just leaving. And you go around and you talk to these other people, and if you try to, like, tell them about the Borison or whatever, you choose the red text options. Then at the end of it, when you go back to Hoolay, it's like suddenly they're all just there next to him. And they're like, oh, hey, how's it going? And then he, I guess, just kills all of 3 of them instantly at the same time. It made no sense how they got there, how he killed them. None of that made any sense whatsoever. So I think, like, the earlier parts of this storyline, like the first half of this part of the story, I wasn't a fan of. And I was starting to get really worried that this whole story was going to be really disappointing. But thankfully, I liked the second half a lot more. Once we went to the Star Splitter, or Skysplitter, whatever the ship is called. And the whole thing with Zhao Cho, I mean, I already mentioned this, but I think they had a good opportunity to just kill off a character there, and it would have been fine. I think that was a good way for a character to have gone out. And I wish they had committed to it. I wish they had gone all the way with it instead of just being like, actually, he didn't quite die. But he did lose his eyesight. It's okay. I mean, I guess that's something, but... I want to see a character die. Like, a real character. Really die. Not all those fake-out deaths that we had in Penacony. Like, how many characters had fake deaths in Penacony? Like, at least 4. It was ridiculous. So actually, no real characters have died in the story yet, and it's disappointing. I want to see a character die. It adds so much more weight to the story, as long as it's done well. By the way, I don't want them to just kill off characters willy-nilly just for the sake of killing them off. It needs to be done well. And I would have been happy if that's how Zhao Cho went out, and if he freaking drank a bunch of poison so that when Hoolay drank his blood, it would go into Hoolay. I think that was a fine way for him to go out. And then, probably the most interesting part of the quest is the very end, where we're talking about, Jing Liu and Locha, and how they have some kind of Godslayer plan. And we get the reveal that apparently the coffin, Locha's coffin, supposedly carries some kind of remains of the propagation or something like that. And that's a key part of their plan to kill the abundance. So that all sounds really interesting. I can't wait to see more of that, That's probably something we're not going to really get around to happening until way later in the story though, but that sounds cool. And then we get that last bit of dialogue where it's just a black screen and we have someone talking to some, I assume it's some kind of healer or something. I forget if it said that it was a healer's voice or something. I forget if it said anything like that, but we have someone talking to apparently Ting Yun, who sounds like they just found her somewhere and she just woke up, she came out of a coma. Gosh, and I hate that they didn't show us anything either. It was just a black screen. So that makes me hesitant to say that this is confirmation that Ting Yun's alive, because what if that was just some kind of weird bait? Because we didn't get to see who it was. It did sound like her voice though, I think. God damn it, now I'm fucking anxious for this story to continue more. I thought I was excited for this part of the story to come out after I played through the story in the last patch, but dude, that was nothing compared to now. I want Ting Yun. Dude, how are you just gonna tease us with the fact that they found Ting Yun somewhere and she's alive, and you're just gonna give us a tiny little tease of that and then end the quest? That is so fucking troll of them to do. They didn't need to include that at all. That had nothing to do with the whole War Dance Boris and stuff. And they're just gonna drop that on us and make us sit on it for at least 6 weeks? Maybe even longer, who knows? That's evil. That is true evil. Well, anyways, that's my thoughts for the story of this patch. What was this, 2.5? I forget. I think this was 2.5. I'm really hoping that in 2.6, we get more information about Tingyu. And maybe one day, I'll even find out why Feixiao doesn't have a tail. Until then, I will see you later.